Ba-ra-da-da-da, ba-ra-ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-ba, ba-da-da-da-da, bum, bum, ba-da-da-do-do-do-do. Do 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 do. Da-ra-da-da-da-da-da. Da-ra-da-da-da. Da-ri-do-do-do-do-do. Um, are we live? Are we here? Yes, it seems like we're live. That's awesome. Is
Hi guys, it's me, Faraway Story Christian, which I made for
since since when have I become Canadian? What the hell?
since when
That's a good question. You're telling me I was always Canadian? No way. You're lying.
Hugo, I don't mean to alarm you, but
Uh huh.
your stream seems to only be on like one half of the screen.
Oh no no. I'll fix it. I'll fix it. I'll fix it. Don't worry. Don't you worry.
Oh, there you go.
Where's part 6, little bro? Don't call me little bro. I'm not your little bro. You're small, 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 teeny, weeny, weeny. I'm a big blue engine that knows everything. Ha 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 ha. You're bossy boiler, okay? You're bossy, bossy boiler. James, for example, is big.
You, Hugo, are small.
Small, 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 teeny, weeny, weeny. Yeah, we have. Anyway.
Man, I sure do love having Hugo's 2003 building.
Joke's on you, I already have one. After. So it was you, Robo Huntero. One. Yeah, I gotta remember the one. Welcome everyone to another fantastic stream by yours truly, Faraway Quarry, and my good friend Doggo, aka the reason I might add the something in the air sits to Brendan.
Yes, because they should go there.
And
And you have already agreed that they should go there.
no, I only agreed if you map out the entire offset branch line. I was gonna.
But you also that we put the move the transfer lines.
Oh yeah.
And I kind of said yes to that, so sorry.
What do you mean bad luck? I don't have bad luck.
Well, you have to do now because I'm agreeing to the transfer yard.
No, okay, but you need to map out the offset branch line. Listen, man, I mapped out Toby's line. Okay, I was like,
With my help.
What do you mean your help? I did.
I helped.
Who joined? Is it?
Is I.
It's T-Jock.
Hey, everybody, say hello to T-Jock.
Hello.
Do it now.
Hello, my name is T-Jock.
Are you a T-Jock, T-Jock?
I think.
You will be the dog, doggo.
Are you? I'm gonna say, are you a skip? Are you a doggo's?
Wait, no! Enough!
And he skipped it away.
Skibidi toilet going on the roots.
It's going on Willsworth. So anyway, people, I did something crazy, and I replaced the season 1 tunnel with the season 7 one, because the season 7 one is better. It looks better.
Where's season 1 coming from? Why did we do season 1 remake?
Ties iOS.
Yeah.
Ooh. If Titan has both tunnels, why can't we have both?
Listen. I'm gonna have the season 4 tunnel and the season 7 one be separate. Cause I have like a good idea for the season 4 tunnel.
Is that Valerie?
Not quite, but the idea is similar. It's like they're different tunnels.
Okay. I'll look
Oh,
into
there
it.
he is.
But nah.
Hello?
Who
Hello, Mangle.
who did? Yep, we are.
Oh,
It's like the
no, I got my
Hugo, you know what's gonna happen now that you're left for your Patreon? You join your stream, it's gonna end at like 5 streams.
Yeah.
Things evolve very quickly. The talk about the map is
talking is forbidden.
Yeah, it's like only I can talk, okay?
no. Shut up, Hugo. It's my turn.
No, shut up.
Is our voices actually on stream?
Yes.
They are.
Probably I could drop the et
N- no, don't do that.
Goodbye, streams.
I got
Listen, I want to keep my career, okay?
okay.
Hugo, we've got a question for you.
Yep.
It's an honest one. Have you ever gotten any TTTE items with thrift shops? And if so, what are those?
The thing is, there's no good thrift shops near me. Like, there's some in the US though. There's some Goodwills, and I've tried going through them because you know, I've heard like crazy stories about Goodwills and stuff. You want to know what's the only thing I found at a Goodwill? Yeah, the pilot.
But could you imagine?
I found the pilot, guys. It's with me.
So it's good I found him.
I actually have a
Like
question
a
for you
canon
though.
character in UK.
I actually have a question for you though. Why did you decide to release it early before the big anniversary?
Here's the thing. I found the pilot like way back then, and I have gatekeep it because it's illegal to see the pilot. Like trust me.
Trust me, bro. I was told
Wait, but what if I sign a waiver?
No, you need to sign. You need to sign the NDA, doggo. And if it ever gets leaked out, I'm suing you. I'm suing your ass. If you know, you know.
Yeah. By the way, Hugo, I was going to ask, how did you release the map early? Then wait till the 8th anniversary.
I mean, it's not that early. I mean, it's like April. I feel like the 8th anniversary is like in a week, I think.
Release it like last week. Release it last week.
Nah, to be fair, like I wanted to release it now. Like it's something that I've been wanting to do for at least for a good 5 months.
These 4 years.
Because here's the thing, the route was already ready. It's just that I wanted to release it by Christmas, right? And I said, okay, it'll be by Valentine's Day. Okay, it'll be by my birthday. Okay, it'll be by Easter.
Oh wow. So
I
is
just-
that why?
It wouldn't be Christmas with
Is that why Phase 2 was so like written like it's almost done? Not I don't want to say almost done. That's a lie. But more like it's pretty far in progress.
Um,
Let's see.
well, Phase 2, I'm just starting it up, really. But, I have a good idea of, like, what I'm gonna do.
Alright guys, I'm gonna take a break to see if you can do more. Like bro,
Just updates.
still doing more work. Take a like holy cow, take a freaking break.
Route builders never take a break. Route builders keep on chugging.
Even if they say it in the video, nah man, I'm just going.
root building is life. Root building is life.
My only question is why, like, so I can't. Me and Jasper are trying to find the fourth Else Bridge. We found the. Where's the fourth one?
What do you mean, fourth one?
We saw. How many Else Bridges are there in this record?
Well, there's only one.
Uh,
Like, really?
There's
Two if you
one.
count the
Oh, yeah, but I made the old yard like another place. Like, that's. In my head canon, hey Mew. In my head canon, like, that's another yard. That's not Elsbridge. I know that it's maybe. It's Elsbridge in the show, probably, but it's like, I want it to be a bit more creative. In
Else-
different.
Else are so bizarre. Sorry. Go ahead, Douglas.
As far as I know, we've never seen the massive yard out on the station set. So
That
it's
was
like,
the last thing they filmed.
it's kind of, it's awkward, because you can assume, okay, it's probably just meant to be at the station when they didn't have the second room, but then Daisy backs out of the shed towards the station, so...
My
So-
did they film the quarry scene as like a montage or something? Because like, I've always wondered where is it from Percy's predicament? Or no, Percy's his sponge where they built where you see him in the quarry. Because like it was stated that Elsbridge was the last thing they filmed on.
Yeah, I don't think it's been directly stated. I just think, like, it's been largely assumed because, like, we have a photo of, like, the last day of shooting, and they're on that set on, like, Percy's Predicament yard. And so,
That's true.
I'm pretty sure you guys have heard about how the Daisy stories basically replaced the missing coach. And I gotta say, it really adds up.
I thought there was another theory where
Daisy does not need
Thomas and Trevor also replaced another story where people like Percy's promise.
Yeah, that's part of the theory. Yeah.
Double header and Double
Percy-
header and
Percy put it
Thomas
in-
were originally
Oh yeah.
but double header got cancelled.
Okay. What's your setting for Trains 19/23?
I'm I'm assuming they mean lighting.
Yeah, like or shader settings. Because I decided to set mine to standard from now on because like there is barely any difference.
Here's the thing, like, for the scenes that I filmed, it's like, a lot of people, like, filmed for it. But for the scenes that I filmed, like, I don't know, I really don't like my settings, you know? That's why I wanted, you know, I asked, like, Mew and Kelsorb Jake to, like, film it for me. But I did film the end bit with Thomas's Anthem. That's the scene that I did.
I actually kind of asked, is there a chance? Like, I'm actually surprised you chose season 4's titty chef than season 5 or any other seasons. Like, I'm aware that like he has the most available like shed is the classic series for season 10 top ones. But like, how many chose the layout of season 4?
That's my favorite, personally.
Base.
And besides, like, I specifically chose variants of sets that are that so as I not clash with Ties iOS. For example, Ties iOS is gonna make, for example, they're gonna do season 2 Crosby. I'm gonna do the season 5 one. And
Yeah. Someone take over. I don't want to be that stupid.
nah, it's okay. We can all speak. Uh, we're in this
Wait.
party together.
I'm,
You'll
I'm,
recognize that
I'm,
he's giving me complete ownership of the iOS. Nice. This is true. I would never tell a man.
I'm confused. Hold on. Is my voice coming through on the live
Yes.
stream?
Yes, it is.
It is.
Please,
Everything you say
please
here,
keep it PG.
everything.
It's okay. Hi, Ma. I'm on a faraway quarry stream. Hi.
Mom, I'm famous.
You moved it. So, I think it goes without saying, keep the vibes, pretty chill, you know.
Yeah,
I've got a
we
question. How do you do that with the trees in the copy and paste? I've been wondering how you did that.
oh so you go to the wrench. It's called this little tool. It's called tools. You select this red square. You select the little patch of trees, and then you select the green, and then you just go to town. You know.
Being so for real, I didn't know I could do that.
It's like the only way you have to make it.
What is this? What is this? That's a tree.
I've been
feel-
placing, to make this clear, I've been placing them all separately down this entire time.
Oh,
You poor soul.
you poor
By
soul.
the way, there is a delay on the stream, so yeah, we can't see it on on time. If that makes sense.
Oh yeah. I'm aware. So the thing is, I would stream here,
Behind schedule.
but the thing is, if I do, my internet's gonna shit itself. Like, that's why that's why I don't like stream here and there. Huh?
My question is, are you gonna include Arsdale West in a separate? Like, I know you're not gonna add like Reverie Series stuff. That's like, its own categories. Are you gonna add like Arsdale West in a separate version out someday?
Okay. I am adding.
They're not gonna include.
I'm adding the Arsenal Railway, but it's gonna be. It's not gonna be like it is in the books. It's gonna be like a what if TV series side version.
Radical.
Doggo mapped it out like a long time ago.
Well, we made a very bad rough map of how we initially knew. It was just figure eights, so it's not going to be that. But I suppose if there's any way to describe it, it would be similar to. It's not going to be like a massive railway like that, but it'll be more of a circle or nothing, probably. Probably.
Yeah, that's the plan.
This then, what is the worst? Like, I think you're going to Crowfinsky? I forgot what end point you're going to.
Oh, it's gonna be the whole island. Like,
It's
Okay.
going all the way to the bigger center.
Okay.
Ooh.
So I actually want to ask, what is by far the like toughest like location to do? Considering there's like, what is it?
okay. You say the answer, and then I'll say if I agree with you. Great Water. That's gonna be it's a pain in the ass.
Where do we even begin?
I was expecting you. I was expecting you to say Toby's Branch Flying Doggo.
Well, that's already been made, so that's
It's been mapped.
that's my question. Is like, if there's like already coming dates routes, does that mean that they have to be included in the? Oh well. Oh man, Toby's routes.
Toby's Branch.
I know.
Great place looking show, but it sucks to map. It's bad. It's just
Yeah, it's like we had a fucking aneurysm mapping that out because like at some point you realize 1/3 of the show takes place in Toby's line. Like I swear.
I'm gonna say this. I always had canon to because like it was due to the time, it's due to the budget. That's why they weren't able to go to like Britain or whatever. But like I've always assumed it was technically in the mountains, like Goldie. Yeah, I'm going there. Goldie Railway area.
You know, imagine that conversation between Lady Hadens and Topham. It's like, Topham, where are we going today? Oh, we're going on vacation. Where? Sodor.
Well, that's what he. Yeah, well,
I mean, Soda's pretty massive. I don't blame him. Like, you can make fun of him all you want. But,
He didn't even go on vacation. He just kind of went on a hike.
I mean, Soda's massive.
Well, to be fair, there's a lot of pretty sights to see on Sodor, you know.
Yeah, and he's stuck in like the end, like the standard gauge area. So like,
I just find that kind of funny. Like, Topham's got like all geared up in like a fancy dress. He doesn't even go on holiday anywhere else. He just goes upwards into Sodor.
Hey.
I mean, to be fair, this is the earliest time of the NWR in the TV series, so of course he's kind of his budget's kind of running thin. If you think about it.
No, honestly, like I like to think that like he just went there to like inspect that old tramway, just to see what he can do with it, and he tricked his family into going.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this because it always messes in my head every time. Because like when you think about season 4 events are happening. If I recall, like that makes sense. Narrow gauge stories are occurring at the same time. While like what the narrow gauge are. If I'm making sense, if I say that.
Well, it's what the Unlucky Tug proposed, but it's like I don't think that's true personally, because I just fully believe, and this is something that a theory that I just grabbed out of my ass. Really, I have no evidence for this, but like I honestly think that Sodor Railway, or like the Northwestern Railway in season 1 through 3, ended at Marin, and the rest was owned by another person, like another railway.
Until like the people acquired it.
Yeah, it's like Sir Topham had like throughout the course of the show, like went acquiring more of like of Sodor, if that makes sense. And by season 4, he like scored
That makes
for his railway to go out to Crowman's Gate.
I think I might know why you say that. Is it because in Escape it is time and this Douglas and Donald who was with the faraway behind but only the food.
Yes, that's that,
Oh no, you have to include that route.
if I may, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It is something I've spoken with you about, and I think we're agreed on it. Technically, in the show, we're sticking to models here. Hellstorm Road comes before Golden's Gate, so technically, Golden's Gate is the end of the railway. Every train terminates there, and it's where they turn around. Vicarstown is the other railway. That's why Oliver's there. That's why Rusty has a line that goes there, because it's not it's not across a channel. It's still on the island. It's just that's where the other railway starts. So
It's like-
everything turns to Golden's Gate.
we're back at the border, back on an old railway. Mission accomplished.
The classic series just says, yeah, the real world, it's not real. It's not real. It was a lie.
And
That's the problem, because like you've got to remember the engine. What's his name again? The one with the domeless engine. His name.
City.
Sure.
Thank you. It exists. As much as that we like to claim that the real world doesn't exist, City of Rome did happen.
I think the real world does exist, and it is true. It's just the map is not the same.
It's not.
You know, I just pulled a theory out of my sleeve. I've got to say PG for YouTube. Basically, no.
Okay.
So basically, I just thought, right, maybe that's just how like the engines see the world. Like You know how when you're like a kid and you're like, oh, that's that place, this is this place. You don't think of it as like, yes, this is Barrow and Furness. Like the engines think of it more of a like, that's the other railway. They don't really call it England because they probably don't even know what an England is. They just think, oh, that's that station. Like they call that station the big station. You know.
I'm gonna go.
What's in England, said Percy?
That's gonna mess with me now. Is that duplication now? That's gonna mess with my head.
It's like the end, like the engines of like you usually compare to like workhorses, and they're like the more simple-minded. So when they think England, they think, oh, that's that place. That's the big scary place. Well, big mean diesels are, you know.
I have a question.
Right,
I'm
and
gonna
like,
ask-
yeah.
I'm gonna let you finish because I just have to.
It's,
Branch line.
it's like so Top Matt knows what an England is. The people know what the England is. We know what the England is. We know about other railways and stuff like that. We know that these places are these places. It's just the engines don't know that these are these
They
places,
just
you know?
don't care.
Yeah, exactly. They just don't care. They just refer it by a simple name. You know, it's like when like a fan character usually refers to someone by number. They wouldn't do that realistically.
Alright.
They don't really care about the technical,
Hello.
Hello. I'm gonna go off on a limb and
right?
think. Oh, I'm gonna go off on a limb and think. Is it possible? Wait, history? Sorry.
No, it didn't. Did it?
No,
Stream
he's
couldn't
moving.
happen.
This screen's
Oh,
moving.
okay, God. Okay. Sorry, I was like, I have work.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
gonna say, I don't know. I don't know how you guys like routed Toby's branch line, but is it possible that duplication happens in the mountains?
Oh, it totally
I
is.
mean, it's a very mountainous area. Some of the scenes.
So could it be in the Colby Fell, just not the Colby Fell? Toby's
No,
branch line.
Toby's line, like those mountains. No, okay, it's not Coldy Fell, but it is like the mountains. You know, since it pretty much replaces the Arsenal Railway in the books. I like to think of it as like this is like the TV series version of the Mountain Road. If that makes sense. Well, the Mountain Road exists, but that's on the Skarloey, you know.
You know, I
Sadly.
remember coming up with a funny bit relating to the Peel Colby Fell Railway. It's funny that the most interesting thing about the Colby Fell Railway was when one of them died.
One of
was
them's
it.
Why aren't you showing up for a real story?
no. All right.
Yeah.
See ya.
Hey, you mind if I ask you 2 questions?
Yeah. Go ahead.
So, okay, so my first question, I saw you upgrade Henry's Tunnel, which was really good. I mean, I always liked the season 1 Henry's Tunnel a lot because it shows the first view and then the second view that comes out of the tunnel. So my theory is when you did season 4 Henry's Tunnel, why not make season 7 or I'm sorry, season 8, I believe, season 8 Henry's Tunnel where it comes through the season 4 to season 8.
Oh, okay. So I don't want to spoil it. But I do have a good plan for the season 8 Henry's Tunnel and the season 4 one. What is it? I can't say because I don't want to spoil the surprise.
I'll spoil the next story.
Okay. So, and my second question, again, I know you don't want to spoil it. So, my second question is, if you were to build a Vickerstown station in like a TV series, which it doesn't exist in that shows, what would it look like for your certain point of view?
Like what would Bickerstown look like?
Yeah, what
Prob-
would Vickerstown look like in your build?
To me, Bickerstown would look like, you know, kind of like, you know, like a TV series fight version of like a big station like King's Cross, you know, that sort of.
King's Cross.
CGI's Vickerstown wasn't that bad. I love how big that station really is, but I really wish that would have existed on the television series.
Oh, I would've loved that too.
I like Vickerstown's idea. It makes no sense in the terms of scale because okay,
It,
you
it,
have this.
it's toy set energy.
Yeah, yeah, it does. And I don't like to say that because I don't think I come to Thomas with realism. Ironic considering he intended for that the whole time, but bear with me for a minute. But I don't know. It just felt so bizarre looking at Vickerstown and holy smoke, that's massive.
It's fucking big.
It's massive.
Let's not forget the Vickerstown Bridge.
I mean, considering one of the visiting engines was sand, probably would need to be big.
I will say that
speaking about,
I was just gonna say that getting to Rickerstown is gonna be like in 10 years like anyway, so
I hope. Honestly, I kind of hope he goes for the cover skate look of Vickerstown because I can't imagine trying to do CGI style. Oh god.
we're
well,
gonna do like the Master Oog way, passing on the torch thing, but it's around.
I'm gonna pass this route to my children.
I feel like that's more like a likely considering how big the iOS is.
My time has come.
Not to say,
Avenge me, child.
Father, you're just 40 years old.
No, it's like I would like my children to like continue this route, but it's like I don't know. I feel like they're gonna tell me to fuck off, you know.
Wait,
Laugh all you want. It wasn't Stewie that was laughing at me.
wait,
It was God.
Wait, Hugo, I actually got a question.
Uh huh.
Where did you put Harwin Station?
Is Howin the Haunted Henry place?
Yeah.
Yes, the
Yes.
Peak Station.
Okay.
Station, really?
Our idea was that it was gonna be on the Misty Valley branch, and I think that's still the idea. It's just that Doggo was meant to map that out. Exactly. It's like no. No, we agree that he was gonna map that out, and then because like we have this thing because he wants me to add the something in the air sets like the crash set and the all of the sets on the Brendan Peninsula, right? Like it's like another exit from Brendan Docks, and I said okay, if you map out the Ulstead branch line and the Misty Valley branch line, I will consider it and I will map it out. And he hasn't done it. And now he's like, no, Hugo, you need to add them. You haven't done shit, doggo. Like, come on.
Yeah, I'm more of the team of putting it on the Hugo, but you know.
Oh no, Harwin Station. That should have like been at the end of Wellsworth Station because that's where Henry started when he pushed those freight cars.
Exactly.
Speaking about Ulstead, when I was younger, when I heard like Ulstead mentioned in like the CGI series, I still thought that like that was Thomas's branch line, that was the dam set because I don't know, I just always thought it was.
Wait, I thought that was the case.
Yeah, I always thought like the CGI like the Ulstead was on Thomas's branch line specifically. So I'm just thinking, man, what did they reinforce Thomas's branch line with? Tungsten?
Titanium.
They had to get Thanos to like mold that shit.
I find it so funny that you have to do all these textures where like no one's gonna notice this in their filming or something or the gameplay. I just find that so fascinating.
Yeah, but we'll know.
It's like
you want to put more texturing when like that's gonna not chug, but like no one's gonna notice with the trees around.
well, exactly, but it's like I like to go above and beyond with this, as I want Soder to feel real, and I want people to say, wow, what a high quality route, Hugo. You really outdid yourself. And I'm like, I know.
Thank you, Hugo.
Wow, what a high quality, Hugo. You really outdone yourself.
This is a high quality route. You go really outdid yourself.
That's your CGI name now. High quality, Hugo.
High quality is was my middle name in high school.
H HQ8.
Thank you, Hugo, for the atom bomb that is now my PC running trains.
Barely, dude, I can
Wow. Thank you for that high quality, Hugo. You really exploded my PC. Well
You
done.
really blew my expectations out of the water, aka you blew up my house.
The spider waking up
Can you
and
imagine making,
in the fire.
Could you imagine making the route so bad, they're so performantly, so, you know, powerful, they destroy someone's fucking PC.
The thing is, right, I don't think I have like decent settings, but I'm able to run like part of the map like basically 100% fine. It's just like I go near Napford Docks and I'm just like I'm feeling it. I'm feeling the PowerPoints like.
Okay, I gotta talk about that one. Nefer Docks. That's supposed to be Brandon Docks in season 4, right? But you made it into Nefer,
Okay, well, okay.
right?
I made it Napford, and I made the season 5 ones Napford too, because, like, in my opinion, I think that from the show's perspective in season 5, that's meant to be the big harbor at the big station, you know? It's just that it always changes, it always looks different.
Really?
Yeah, and it's like, I know that Cranky's there, and Cranky's associated with Brendan, but it's like, it is stated that Cranky can be moved if needed, and it's stated that, you know, the Flying Kipper departs from there and something in the air.
Here's the thing, now you mention it. The concept art kind of indicated that, didn't it?
Actually, yeah, no, actually, yeah, Cranky moving about. That was basically established in like the first episode he was in.
I'm kind of pumped it.
Just imagine like Cranky gets up from that little concrete plate he's on and just scuttles around like Mr. Grab.
All I just don't have to do that. You have done that well.
I mean, he should. I mean,
How do
fucking
you-
Carly's moved about, you know? Has wheels.
I mean,
Wait.
how did Cranky actually?
Oh,
How did they move Cranky about actually? How do you think that would have
like
actually
any
happened?
other crane. They just assemble them and rebuild
Same
them.
thing as what the CGI when Carly the crane showed up.
Yeah, I
and-
didn't know how that happened.
Like they tipped his ass over and then just fell into the water and just wakes up and it was a dream. Maybe that's how they might have done
It was
that.
all a dream.
Oh, dude.
It was all a dream.
It's only good.
I will say, I personally like to think that, like, you know, they put the head on a flatbed, then they put the torso on another flatbed, and then they put the legs on another flatbed. Although, I don't think they would fit through any of the tunnels.
Well, imagine if they took Cranky's head off and then like just like not sure if he's still alive or is he dead. Like you just yanked his head out.
Or his
No,
face.
he'd
Well,
be
not his
perfect-
face, like like his head of that crane.
Like he'd probably be perfectly fine. Oh, no, because he can't get through the tunnels, he has to load himself onto a ship and then take him from Brandon to Natford.
That's like the most. He's the most appreciative curry. We might have him in Nefer Station.
It's
He
like-
can't trust any other crane to lift him, so he does it himself.
Or they could just drug Cranky, that way he won't feel a thing. Like they just take every part of his like his head and like his whole body off. He won't even feel a thing.
Well, back up, Doc.
Okay, I'm going to ask this question. All seasons go is basically ending, thanks to some friends I know that told me about this. Where is Thomas gonna go after this? Because
I don't know. I don't know, to be honest.
I really don't want to say that. Yeah. Like, do they go back to this? Alright, let's write more books. Be in the Railway series. Bring back Christopher Audrey or someone, or one of his offspring. to do
Okay,
that.
alright, so this is probably insider information, but it's like, from what I know, and take this with a grain of salt, maybe it's wrong, maybe it's right, but from what I've been told, All Engines Go was always meant to be like a temporary thing. Like, it wasn't meant to stay that long anyway. It was just something that Mattel thought out to put while they're planning the next big thing for Thomas. Now, what is that big thing? I don't know. I don't know if it's the Mark Forster
It was
movie. I
last-
don't know if it's another reboot, but like, yeah, it's like All Engines Go was meant to be like 2 seasons, but then like it had enough success with children that they decided to like keep it a bit longer, you know. But I now that it's over, officially, um, I don't know
God.
what that next big thing is gonna be. So
Honestly, yeah, I did always see, like nowadays, I see like All Engines Go, the sonic boom of this franchise. It had its moment, but overall, like it wasn't meant to last. You know,
You know, speaking of Sonic Boom, they would have made a. Think about it. How awesome would that be? The same voice actors of Sonic Boom, like Roger Craig Smith, Mike Pollock as Diesel 10. Now his voice and his laugh fits perfectly.
Neil
I heard-
Crow will always be the he's one of my ideas.
Yeah.
Well, think about this. So, if they would have made a remake of Thomas and the Railroad, and if they had the voice actors from the U.S., I figure. Now he would have been voice for Thomas from Thomas and the Magic Railroad.
If they remake the Magic Railroad, they wouldn't call it the Magic Railroad or have any plot tweaks. They would have like the most iconic bit.
Magic Railroad. I'm just gonna say it. Like I remember watching that when I was way young, and the magic that movie brings to the table, you just can't recreate that. You know. No matter how
It's a
much
1 in a million chance to even do a Shining Station movie. That's a shocker.
it's
Yeah, I always wondered what Thomas looked like without like the CGI where he's like at the real world, and if he was like at Shining Time, who knows what he would have looked like? He would have looked like the same model from what was it called?
I think it would look like the hybrid model that like TSL made.
Yeah.
Stud Rails goes back in time to make that a reality.
Sometimes
like
I
he-
just wish the hybrid series would have look awesome at the TV series. That was me. I finished mine. Sorry.
we forgive you.
I'm just like I'm kind of like in this stage where like the problem is
Adrian.
Now I will say
he doesn't really talk about like the future of Thomas Horizon City because like we have no clue where it's going.
we don't, but it's like honestly, like if you ask me, like what I want Thomas to take a break, because yeah, I mean
Hiatus.
a bit of a hiatus, and like before like the next big thing comes, because I don't know. I feel like these past few years have been like a little bit, you know, out of we have to do something with the Thomas brand, you know, like out of obligation.
I mean, I know why. Because why I felt like an obligation. They were banking on that live action film. I think that's why everything's so weird. Because like, it kind of now you mention it, everything was supposed to be on that film, wasn't it?
I mean, we don't know anything about it yet, and I don't know if production started.
Well, because like the success of Barbie, and like I know like this movie was like introduction before Barbie was released, but like I think the idea was, hey, we got this live action idea. This is a novel idea. We want it in theaters. Great. It won't be like the Magic Railroad. Great. So we'll have like big engines, and like that would have been the main draw, you know, of like new characters and new designs. Like that would have been, Mattel would have wanted. So that's why they made All Engines Go, I think, as like a villain thing.
Honest, dude, I do agree with like Fario on this. Like the most of the Thomas stuff recently, it's mostly it has been out of obligation because like Thomas is the train brand, so like they always gotta have something. Like when you think
for sure.
train, you think Thomas, you know.
Irreplaceable.
Pretty
Every
much it.
train you find, you just think of.
Exactly. It's like
I mean,
Thomas is so ingrained. It's like in pop culture in a way because like if your child loves trains, he's gonna love Thomas. Like that's a guarantee. I'm pretty sure all train lovers like grew up watching Thomas at some point.
God, he's impossible to run away from. Like no matter, like the books are getting some recognition nowadays. Like back then, I didn't like saw like, oh, there was just like an adaptation of the book. Oh shit, it's
They're actually pretty
crazy.
good.
Like I'm kind
Yeah,
of
like
hopeful.
yeah, like yeah, that's just the kind of effect of the Thomas Brandon journey. That's every single like even thing that inspired like old trains stuff like the little lane.
Yeah.
No one thinks that. They
Or
always
with the
think of
ripoff.
Thomas.
Not ripoff. Like there was another train one that's like there's plenty of book train stories that like even got its own TV show. Like not in one in a million would have made it to that because like it struggled. Like even models, animation, there was never the right format until like Craft sold for house. Oh,
Is that true?
yes.
Did that
That
happen?
really happened with the pilot. Like
Oh yeah, that is true. Yeah.
apparently so. Or someone. It was a gamble.
Oh my god.
Well, she mortgaged her house like to get enough funding for the pilot.
One more.
I don't know, like I don't think that's the same thing as selling, but like you know, you are in risk of you losing everything, losing your home, you know, losing it to the bank.
That's crazy. Like I mean, like I know we always like dunk on her for like, oh, she made Magic Girl, but like the fact that she did that.
I don't do that. I love Magic Girl.
I love Magic Girl too, but I
Oh, did I?
I
love
do
it.
dunk on it sometimes. Like I got it. There's some flaws, but I love it.
I cannot hate that movie. That movie's nostalgia. Um,
Yeah.
If you hate Lady, you're an off. You're dead
I wish she
to me.
had more screen time, but like she's now like locked away of like, oh, she's that weird character that people don't want to touch her with a 10-foot pole. Like I'm surprised we even got a dream sequence of her.
If she wouldn't have been the voice actor of Lady, if some people, I mean, like some of them would have hated that movie.
And Brit also played her, too, right?
yeah, she does the voice of Lady.
I think so. Yeah.
I find the cameo in Calling the Legends so incredibly hilarious. Not hilarious, but like you know, I find it a bit funny. It's like Thomas just has his dream, right? And we're in the middle of nowhere, and then he imagines this blonde stoner chick, right? Basically telling them all, guys, don't be racist. Like, you know what I mean? It's like,
Be racist. I am a building.
Yeah, it's weirder by the fact that Rusty's there as well. Like, what the heck?
who are you?
Just like based like Thomas falls asleep, and then in his dream, he imagines some kind of golden angel appearing from the fog and telling him, Thomas, be chill, man. Stop being a jerk, you know.
Stop
And
being
then just disappears.
He's like a very edgy engine too.
I'm shocked.
And Rusty's just kind of there. Because Rusty's chill like that.
Rusty's cool. I like Rusty.
Canada, Rusty. I think Rusty did talk to Lady. Lady is their ending god.
It's like, is Lady God in this universe? Like,
I mean, it
That's-
makes sense.
Are you
like,
kidding me? Yeah, hell yeah.
I mean,
And the
you can definitely put that. You can definitely put that together because like, in the scene where like she restores like the magic in the magic railroad, she steps foot into the magic railroad. That universe is aligned.
I told you, Burnett, that you could do it.
I wonder how hard is the conductor's people. Because, like, I don't think it's just a family. It has to be a people of the. Like,
You know,
oh wait, they could be phased.
I actually came up like this idea, like more so personal headcanon, but like Junior is the son of the George Carlin, Mr. Conductor, and or maybe the other way around. Honestly, it can go. You can choose like either way. We bring. It's like it's a conductor family, you know.
I like to think that every narrator in the show, like whether UK or US, like are part of the conductor family. Like there's an Angelus conductor, a
Oh.
Brandon conductor, a Morgan conductor.
I'll be honest, I thought it's the same guy when they do a Doctor Who kind of thing.
It could be, but it could be too. Like
some,
no, actually that's not the case. Because like the first one is Ringo Starr, and at the end of season 1 of Shining Time Station, like Ringo Starr goes to work with Santa Claus. Like that's a real thing. I'm not joking. And Mr. Conductor's cousin, which is George Carlin, like takes over.
okay,
That's
that's a big war. That's a big war.
Yeah, not a lot of people know
I
that.
think I've made this joke. I think
Wow.
you know. I think I've made this joke before. I think I've made this joke before in like before, but like the magic railroad essentially Diesel Time wanted to destroy Lady because Lady is the reason why all the engines have faces. So he was perfectly willing in killing like this kind of magical ancient being simply because he didn't like steam engines. No wonder Lady had to warn them not to be like jerks, man. Because this is the kind of stuff that happens.
It's even more bizarre now you mention it. Like, if he killed Lady, does that mean that he's gotta kill the Diesels as well?
Yeah, because like the Diesels exist within the Thomas universe. They all have faces.
Hold on, the Beezes have their own, like, equivalent late.
It's Rusty. It's Rusty.
Well,
It's Rusty. That's why he's with Lady.
he's an angel that came from the heavens.
You know, actually, it makes me realize, right? Although they weren't in the script, like none of the other characters, like Duck and that, were in the script. They weren't even in like background shot. They would be used for background or something with the sword, but there's not. Just not there.
They didn't have the
Like the
props.
cameo.
They didn't have the props.
No, they did. It's just they didn't ship.
Movie.
They didn't ship them out to Canada when they started filming. They stayed in Shepperton, as far as I know.
Saw the script and he was, the Duck saw the script and he was just like, "Nope, I'm going to Tugs." So yes.
Not even Edward. Like, holy hell! I get they didn't have anything planned for Edward. Like, he doesn't contribute anything to movie, but just having him like pull trains in the background. You know, like make him
I feel like you should have
be there.
all the engines. Yeah, have all the engines be there. Like, that's why we came to see the movie, which I'm surprised they didn't like. Brit wanted to bank off Shining Time Station of all things.
I mean, they did. I mean, they forked out money to get Alec Baldwin, Peter Fonda. They were gonna have to. They couldn't spend most of the time on the trains. They had to get their money's worth for those guys.
Now here's what I don't understand. What's the point of having Cranky on net for station, even though he's not even in the shot?
He's set dressing. That's all. I honestly
No,
think there's
Cranky was meant to have dialogue. I think he was meant to have like scenes.
Really?
Yeah, but he was never shown in that scene. He was never shown in that scene.
He's part of it, but let's say that they're doing well. Wait, and why they see what says. Sorry for the late something is supposed to be.
Sorry for the delays during the repairs. Half of our entire cast has just disappeared for some reason.
It's like I understand why people think that. Yeah, it's like people had canon that this movie takes place, you know, in season 1. That's like it would explain why.
Yeah, because like after Old Iron.
Not even after that. Like but here's the thing. Like Diesel, like Black Diesel, you know, like the common Diesel, devious Diesel. He's
the Black Diesel. He's the blackest Diesel we've ever had.
okay. Okay, that was poor choice of words on my end. Sorry.
Yeah,
All
yeah, let's-
forgiven.
Wait till
All
you see it,
forgiven,
just-
Hugo.
Just wait till someone posts it on Twitter.
This is very weird. Diesel is his profile picture.
I am
Oh
not
God.
associated with these people, just so you know.
I'm not so yeah. Okay,
Especially with people's views,
but-
just because
but go back, but to go back on Peter's idea, like what were we saying?
Yeah, it's like Diesel was. That's it's implied, and no, he is like the first Diesel on the island. Like, he was the very first one. So if this takes place, so if Tatmar takes place before season 2, it kind of throws the whole thing off because like Diesel 10, like, and Splatter and Dodge or whatever the fuck. It's like, I just like to think that that Tatmar is not canon. It ain't canon. Like, there's no way this movie is canon with the show, at least.
I had an idea where this takes place in a time when like the engines got a chance to be in a movie. So like they're like, hey, why aren't you be in this movie? And they selected all six of them. Edward was busy. I don't know, doing something.
No, it was all just like, it was all Percy. Percy just wakes up in the morning and it just tells him this random story he just imagined in his mind.
So yeah, Thomas, and then you and the blonde stoner chick, they just escaped this evil guy.
I like how you say ladies up blonde stoner chick. Like there's, I know like her smoke box is gold, but like it's just so silly.
Listen, I always headcanon lady as blonde, you know.
And then, using the magical power of gold dust, the conductor family and our entire universe was saved, and Diesel 10 was sent away in a barge. Percy, if you ever say something like that again, I'm drop kicking you. Down the
Anyway, anyway, we're
Seriously,
salty.
what the fuck are you talking
So we come to the happy end of our story. Time for all of us to go home. This one. Oh, Percy, you do that Henry's ultimate cold special cold.
I was actually thinking.
No. Okay, yes.
I love how the headcanon is that his special call is just drugs.
That's what I was thinking. Like, I'm sure special about this special coal. Like, do they just put drugs on his coal that makes him feel, well, I don't know, high or?
I always imagine it more like coffee.
Yeah. Oh,
No, I think it's medicine, but I don't know. It's like organic food. I don't know.
No.
Or, wait, what if special coal is probably coal?
No, special coal is Monster Energy.
It's Welsh coal. It must have been by Ivor the Engine.
Wait, I like this clip where like you know that bit where like the girl gets messed up and she got messed up in the face and she's like, here I can go
I have a headache.
headache. I was thinking that for Percy, where like after her credits like, here special call. I have a headache.
When Percy went to go see the train doctor, the fucking train doctor.
The steam works.
The train. It's just Victor.
Is it just like a stethoscope?
Yeah.
Well, he-
No, it's just a lamp. His lamp. Oh wait, I didn't realize that.
He would be the train doctor.
His stethoscope. Yeah.
You
And
come
yet
to the
have
right-
Kevin on the other hand. Sorry, boss. Just a slip with the hook.
You know, but even the Dickie Richard song, they originally wanted to call the train doctor, but the producers like, nah, trains aren't cool, rich doctors are.
Man, someone doesn't like trains.
Who actually likes playing trains? Say I.
I.
I hate playing trains.
You guys watch Thomas the Tank Engine? What are you 5? You need to watch more grown-up stuff like cringe.
Rick and Morty.
Oh my God.
Watching Breaking Bad.
Listen, like Rick and Morty. I remember there was a friend of mine. It's like there was a friend of mine. He's still my friend. Like he's still like my closest friend. But like I remember like he was really into big Rick and Morty when he was popular, and he showed me some episodes, right, like from the first season, and I thought they were funny.
Wait, hold on.
Okay, he's like he wasn't cringe. Like he's actually really chill. Like it's like my closest friend actually. But I remember he showed me some episodes, right, and I thought they were okay. Like I didn't get like what's so special about the show. Like it's okay. It's not particularly. Yeah, I just didn't get it, and then like it was around the time that the fandom of that show went fucking haywire with the fucking Szechuan sauce or whatever the fuck.
Oh,
yeah.
Szechuan season 3 stuff.
Oh, wait. Alright. So, you know how, like, Sodor and Thomas and Friends, the TV show, is usually disconnected from the real world entirely? So they don't mention real places like London and stuff?
Yeah, City of Truro, but yeah.
The only place that canonically confirmed exists in the Thomas universe is Wales.
Scotland.
That's it.
Oh, because Welsh. Oh.
Yeah, they outright call it Welsh coal. So like Wales is one of the only places that like canonically exists in this.
I'll have you know
It's just Sodor
that
and Wales.
Donald and Douglas are Scottish. Canonically.
So yeah, Scotland and
They do realm that.
so Scotland and Wales are like the only canonically confirmed places.
Also, like in the UK dub of Thomas's Christmas Party, they mentioned Bournemouth, like Bournemouth. That's some place like that, like some beach place where Mrs. Kindly goes.
Oh, wait a second. So you know how like people make like the meme like about like England just disappearing? Thomas and Friends is just kind of the opposite of that. The only places that exist is Wales, England, and Scotland. That's the only confirmed places.
Wait, I think you say that England is England, Wales, and Scotland.
England is my city.
If you ever say that again, I'm hurting you.
I'm gonna
Eh.
say this.
Oh, yeah,
I'm gonna run you over with my train.
Oh yeah, crew.
Films, like flashback scenes that take place in early seasons, like in early season, like season 1 for example. Like you film season 1, then you do like season 5.
What do you mean? Sorry.
Oh, because like I was just doing a thing where Henry is like telling about his story about when he was in the gold shape, and I'm like filming in season 1 style, lighting all of that. So it's
Uh-huh.
widescreen.
I tried doing that once.
No, I have a special challenge for anyone who writes stories. I want a story about the tree that would eventually become Toby the Tram Engine.
Because he's made of wood.
He's made of wood. Like I want Toby's story from when he was a tree in the forest, all the way from he was getting like he was cut up and then brought to the. This is so to the sawmill.
But
Yep,
that's
right.
the weird part. Like there's a boiler. He has a boiler. He has to get
Wait.
made.
Wait.
So, like-
No. So as you're right. So you got Toby, who's the tree, and then you got another tree right next to him, which is Henrietta.
That's kind of cute. Like they were always together. Like,
Like, isn't it? I love Henrietta as like a character. I wish like she was like, especially in like the earlier series, like people like they took more advantage of her as a character.
the CGI series
Yeah,
did
they
something
always-
fantastic with her. I love Henrietta in the CGI series. Yeah.
Can't say the
Yeah,
same
but
for
yeah,
Toby.
it's unfortunate that it took this long to get here. You know.
Yeah.
Henrietta never had a face in the TV series. I figure like Toby's just gone insane because like he's just talking to his imaginary, or he's talking to his coach, which has like imaginary face.
But
It's
no,
like-
so is the blood.
Honestly, I could imagine that like embedded gray, no face. They can still talk.
Somehow, they.
Can someone make a model? Can someone make a model of Henry with a face that's not CGI? That'd be nice. Thanks.
Someone
like-
already did that.
Henrietta but with like Annie Clarabelle's like cardboard eyes.
Train Boy.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
Henrietta, Henrietta has to have the sticky face like the other Annie Clarabelle.
Oh, you mean? Oh yeah, like Annie and Clarabelle. Yeah, I don't think.
I'll be honest. I
Well,
can't.
they did that.
I can see the love in Tobias movies, but I find it so funny that like the model for Henrietta just didn't get a face at all. Like I feel like it's just a little gag behind the scenes.
It-
For,
You,
yeah.
you know, this is more into like the personal characterization wise, but like I don't know why, but I imagine this funny bit where when they were younger, the roles were kind of reversed. Like at first, like Henrietta was the troublesome one, while Toby was like the tidy one. But then as like they grew older, they kind of even mellowed out and like kind of swapped role. Like Henrietta was originally the one coming to school on the motorbike, but then it became Toby.
By the way, what model? Who did the Henry get over the face again?
Train boy.
I think it was.
Did someone send me a picture of Luke?
He did that. He posted on his Twitter and he did a Discord post on the Southern Industries.
How many people are watching? I wonder.
I missed it. Someone send me a picture of it, please.
Here, just okay. If you go to the Discord on the TSI, there's a search thing right there, and you just type Henrietta, and then you can find the Henrietta with the face on it.
This is Toby. I remember when I was a tree, said Toby.
And this is Toby. And this is Toby. There's a lot of people named Toby.
Yeah.
What the heck? Yeah. I'm looking at I wonder if they're gonna release
It's on the Patreon. Well, I guess I should like promote that. Yeah, everyone go sub to Kiwi's Patreon because he makes good shit, and yeah.
Give him money now.
And and also give me money too. You can give us both money. I feel like if you give us both money, listen. I forgot. Don't listen. I legit forgot what the fuck.
I can't find the Henrietta picture, by the way. Where,
Henrietta.
I can't even find it. Where is it? No.
Toby. Henrietta. Toby. Henrietta. SpongeBob.
Donkey.
No, I just think Percy. What did I say?
Percy is just like their kind of adopted son.
Hey waiter, how about for a Noble Steve?
What's a good season?
Where's what?
Location.
Well, on Far Far Away, of course. Like, come on. Like, get with the times. T-Jog.
It's too far away. We can't build it yet.
Hey, where's? I always wondered, are you using this? No. Wait, how much do you have to do to get to Thomas's branch?
It's that's halfway there, I would say. Like, Thomas has branched line up to Ellsbridge so far. So, I would say...
Actually, where do you headcanon where they sleep? At Tidmouth?
At Titmuth, probably, yeah. No, it's like, I don't think Farquhar has sheds, you know? It's like, we just have to accept them like that. Like, for some reason, I don't know why. Farquhar sheds except Titmuth, it's so bizarre. Like, why? Why do they do that? Like, honestly.
I'll be honest, I like it having it at Farquhar because one of my favorite jokes in Mavis is where Toby's like, nah, I'm not gonna help, when he's like right across her, like 10 feet away from her.
Oh, that's so
Yeah,
funny.
Toby
I
is
love it.
such a dick to Mavis.
I love it so, it's so good. It's so, like, it's so good. Like, I'm shocked, like, that was such a...
Just like the driver comes over and it's like, Toby, we need your help. Mavis is stuck in that little the dip thing. And Toby's like, oh well, I would, but then I'd have to turn off my telly, and then I'd have to, you know, get steamed up. And I'd have to
Nah,
get
it's-
some water.
Nah, it's
And I
like,
need to go over there.
nah, I'm not gonna help this bitch.
It's a
Like,
long process.
she's right there.
Well, that was pure karma for Toby when he had an accident on that broken bridge.
Yeah,
He deserved that.
Wait, no. Imagine Toby, while trying to go to Mavis, just derails on purpose. It's like, oh well, I got you
Like-
out of the way for Percy.
Like Sir Handel with in that one fucking story.
Yeah, but instead of being like, he's just petty.
Told you.
He's just petty, but he's funny about it.
No, I always interpret it as like he.
I was,
Oh, sorry. No, you go ahead. You go ahead. You go ahead.
Hugo, I'm trying to find a spot to do like between the flashbacks to this girl. Can you suggest a spot on your iOS where I should reveal this like new shape kind of thing? Where do you think would be a good spot to show off your new iOS?
Probably Napford, but I'm afraid that it's gonna lag, so maybe not there. Actually,
Actually, no.
Yeah,
actually,
your Netflix station was lagging so bad. I feel like it's gotta be some in those buildings. I feel like it's gotta be like the biggest building, or it's probably something that you hid somewhere
I
that
actually
made
had
the
a-
game
I
lag.
actually have a solution to that. I just deleted all the baseboards around Napford. Like, all right, made its own route. That because like you're not gonna go anywhere else. So like, just do TV series style.
yeah, I think for filming purposes, that is your best bet. You know, that's what I used to do with the SA3 iOS when, way back in the day when I had like a shitty ass laptop, right? I just only Napford station, and then like another route with the main line, another route with Thomas's line, another route with Edward's line, another route with your mom. Okay, no.
Oh!
I gotta admit, it's just so like
Your mum was a tank.
I was completely surprised people actually asked that. Like, am I allowed to edit your routes? Like, I thought that's the point of like getting these routes. Like, you can do anything.
Okay. No, okay. I have to explain because like a lot of people don't know the lore. When I first started making routes, I had this weird ass rule. In the thumbnail of every route, they would say like, "Please do not edit," and a lot of people like got confused with it. Like, "Oh, can I edit your routes, Hugo? Am I allowed to do that?" And no, okay. What I meant to say, but my English was so fucking poor back then. What I meant to say was, you can edit the route, just don't claim it as your own. Like, just don't say like, "Oh yeah, I made this," but like I didn't.
Don't
That
do
didn't
it
come
like
across.
that,
Oh,
like,
that's what you mean. I was like, what? Like, I was like, oh, that's a huge thing.
just like
I'm sorry.
Quarry, original. New OC, original the route. Do not steal.
Well, I can remake all of Victor 10's series. No, I'm too lazy to do that.
Bango.
The only
Bango.
remake that I want to, the only thing I wanted to remake on the map was just I wanted to change the tracks to the TSI tracks, and I wanted to change the lighting too, because on the daytime it's still dark and I barely can't even see anything.
I'm gonna say this.
You know,
I don't think he was gonna come over to your house and say, "Don't edit my route."
Nah, I will.
Come out with a gun, just be like, "You're not gonna change a damn thing."
Oh damn. Yeah.
No, listen. I won't.
Speak.
No, it's like I won't come to your house, but I will just say this: if you do edit my routes, I will add an accurate replica of your neighborhood on the iOS.
Wait.
That
So you
was
know,
actually cool.
wait, you guys know the animator versus animations series? Imagine that on your computer, but it's just like the Hugo truck. So whenever you like edited his routes to do something stupid, he just like infects your PC and just starts fighting your mouse cursor.
Oh my god, just as a salt van, just fighting.
That's my home," said people.
Could you
Hugo.
Wait, Hugo.
I think I could see my house from here.
Hugo, please do make that skit when you do it for phase 2 and you make it fucking like what's his name again? Suttery's house. You just like it's not in his house, but, like you make it a gag or like one of the TSI creators' houses, like my house.
Sudbury Station Masters
know-
was like,
you
"What
know-
the hell? That's my home."
Speaking about like the track and all that. I remember when I showed off some route edits I did, like a bunch of people asked me to change the route. Don't have a fun with them, but like they kept asking me to change like the track because I used '09 wooden track.
Oh,
And
bullhead.
I just made it my mission to replace every piece of track of every single set I use with the bullhead of '09 track now.
Just just to own it to the people.
That's
Uh,
that's right. That's
well,
good.
first off, I like it. I like the old track and how it looks compared to the new stuff. And also, yes, because it's
Way
funny.
to say the way to criticize all the people who all the work in the new tracks.
Just like, I just get like a set and I constantly just replace it with '09 wooden track.
I mean, to be fair, it was the two's track.
I mean, if that asset goes faulty, all my routes are gone.
Yeah, it's like,
That's why I hate trading.
okay, so was this just to tell me that you put the bullhead track on my route?
No, I'm not doing that. Yeah, that's probably gonna like.
Oh,
ruin my
Hugo, I wanted
PC.
to ask you that question about that track. When you did that Christmas newsletter and you had the part where you showed all the locations, who did the TSI track from that video? Like whose original photo was it?
Okay, the track was it's TSI track. It should be on the site actually, like on somewhere.
But who
Um,
did that one? Was that you or was that someone else that did it for you?
No, it was Kelstorp Jake did that track.
Oh.
I gotta admit, I think you should try out these HDRI skies because like these are really good. Holy
Oh, I want to try them out, but it's like okay. Do you mean the ones Jake made for the site or like the ones in?
Someone made, yeah, someone made. I do recommend. I can send you my custom ones. Spring gave it to me. Credits to him, by the way. So I'll just give it to you. It's literally just an animated version of one of the mouse. So I can give it to you because like they're much smaller and they can render without having a high render setting. Oh, also it's only 19. I'd be shocked if it's not on work for Tane.
No, there's a tree overlapping the tunnel. Wait, fuck. Medical procedure, everyone. No biggie.
Wait.
There we go.
Oh,
Triple point pop.
I've always found that. I've always wondered, like, do you have like a recommended like setting for newcomers, trained customer?
Okay,
You know.
I'm glad you asked this. So this is something I say to everyone who wants to build routes. Don't.
Don't.
Wow.
Oh, that's it. I was just waiting for it. Just
like,
oh.
okay, no, wrong.
Well,
No,
Hugo.
wrong.
Well, Hugo, I've clearly failed at that. I've done that multiple times already.
Listen, man. I feel like you guys are young. You're full of life. Like you have a lot to live. You know what I'm saying?
You know,
I'm 23.
you know what sucks, man? You know
I'm
what's
7. Give me a break, man.
through all of those fucking sets, I didn't know that I could just copy and paste the scenery. I placed that all down one by one, every single rock, every
Oh,
single
you-
tree.
And
I
it's
feel
the
pity.
exact same replica as Hugo's. I'm fucked.
Hey,
I feel a lot of pity, man. Uh huh.
You I have a question. What if that original small compensation look like isolated location? Because like I was trying to look for that, like, yeah, this sort of thing is way too big. Like my computer. I was trying to look for it, and then I go to it, it's gone. It's just gone.
Which route the?
From the gate.
Oh, it's like a season 4. It was a season 4 Napford, yeah. The thing is, like,
I honestly,
I consider it to be an old route and kind of shitty, you know? It's like,
yeah, but that's the reason why I'm asking is like, wouldn't it make sense to have like, hey, I want to film this, but the island soda is way too big. Unless just want people to delete it, delete the Facebook. Okay, that's what I did.
I think for the time being, like deleting your baseboards is gonna be the safest bet. The thing is, like, I know this route is massive, and I know this route is gonna chug for a lot of people, but realistically, I can't do anything about that. Sadly,
Yeah, that's true, unfortunately.
unfortunately, and it's like,
I feel like I feel like that should be like added to your manual. Like, hey, is this lagging? Delete baseboard. Everything. Just delete it and have it in your lowest setting.
Honestly, I think that's more so down to the fact that Thomas fans who have transformed this game into like a Thomas fan game care more like about like the game than the actual developers probably do at this point.
Riley's working there right now, if I recall, isn't he?
Riley's actually with like the developers.
I thought he is. I don't know.
yeah, no,
I'm
okay.
finding out about that.
I don't think he is the right pronouns. Someone told me Riley's pronouns. I forgot. I
Riley uses
forgot.
they, them, I
Oh,
believe.
They, them.
Oh, I didn't know. I didn't know they changed. Okay.
Nah, it's okay, but
But
I
just keep it in mind.
you didn't know.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm sorry, but
So,
But yeah, it's like,
Hugo, I have a theory for you for your the map. So
uh-huh.
so when started to like go on a world trip on your map, I got so confused of knowing like where the hell's like Tidmouth Station or where the hell's like the main line from like season 6. So I have a theory. So what if you can use I don't know if you have this asset. It's called the Sodor Clutter, the wheel flat driving, and what that does, if you like use your map and it'll like show the word of like what it says, and if you like just rename that thing and then just like type the location that you marked on.
What is it called? Like, Sodor flywheel? Clutter?
Sodor Clutter. Let me spell it out for you. Clutter.
Uh-huh.
And then there's called the wheel flat driving. And what you can do, if you just like go to your map and you can see that name, and if you hit the question mark logo, and then you can just rename that
I know
to,
what you
like,
mean.
the route that you have.
So yeah, so you can have the name
You
show
kinda-
up in the
you kinda
map,
know,
right?
Yeah. And you can just do that, and that could work. Or if you just or you can use the track mark mode, which is like that the red track marker. You could do that. I prefer just using that little that wheel flat and just do that instead.
what I missed? This is all new to me.
By the way,
So I'm pretty sure I said this to Hugo, but I'll say it to you now that you're back. So what I told Hugo is that you can use the what you can do like for the routes that are sorry if I'm confusing. No, I'm so sorry. I'm like stuttering with words. Say like you don't know where Tidmouth Shed's at, and then you find the one that you're looking for, and you can use the wheel flat, and then you can just rename it to like the location that you're at. Like say if you type Tidmouth Sheds, and then bam.
That would have been so much helpful, actually.
yeah,
Yeah.
Right?
a lot of people also ask for the for track markers, but here's the thing. That's gonna sound really embarrassing because I've been route building for forever, but I never learned how to use track markers. I don't know how they work.
Hugo,
That's not. I mean, I never
will
know
show you how
either.
to
That's
use
when
them.
I got used to this.
To be fair, Hugo, Ty looked halfway into without one of these streams. Just like, what?
Dude, layers are so important. I'm surprised. Ty, like, now you mentioned, like, Ty learned that late? Holy,
I learned it in like 2018.
that's
It was,
crazy.
it was like it. How do you make like station platform details without the layers? Like, Jesus Christ, it was painful.
I was literally suffering. Yeah, suffering. I was down bad.
Like,
Uh,
like
I
whole.
was gonna ask, how can oh yeah.
No, you go ahead. I was gonna say
I was
something.
gonna say, I really can't wait for Ellsworth or Thomas's branch line because like those are like by far the most visited location in the series.
Oh yeah, the moment I reach Brandon and well Wellsworth, it's gonna be a huge milestone for the route.
Which was gonna be
Which
really the worst, cause like, you know,
it's like I have everything mapped out. Like I know where everything is gonna go. Like on from Wellsworth. It's just that
I think
it it doesn't sound like a lot, but it's actually like from Crosby to Wellsworth, it is a huge like chunk.
I actually want to ask this: who actually films in Crosby? Right? Say
I
I did an old video of like a Drake and Josh theme where Percy like just runs over Oprah and then where Bulgy just drives away. He's like, this is my worst birthday ever.
Listen. Like, so you know, like the sheds with like the big old air vents right above the engines. Hugo, what do you think those what will like you put them on the ground?
Oh, I changed my mind over those like constantly because at first they were gonna be at Knapford, right? But then I said no, that doesn't make sense. How about Bickerstown? No, but it's like that doesn't make sense either. How about Crobin's Gate? Maybe.
I hope to God in the future that Victorstown will be there because I just wanted. I love the Victorstown so much because that's where you reach to the end of your destination to that island of Sodor and you're just heading on out to the mainland.
I have a question: has anyone made King's Cross?
Not really. I don't. No, okay. There is a route. It's not a Thomas one. It's just like a UK one, but it's massive. It's like one of the biggest routes on trains. It's like goes on for miles.
You have to buy it. I think.
I think so, and it's fucking massive. It's like Jesus Christ, holy fuck, you know.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine something you have to buy it just for that one joke?
I mean, there is a King's Cross on the Play Truck Works.
Is it?
Yeah. Just search up Play Truck Works and you'll find it. Routes.
Source.
Is it in 2022?
Yeah,
Is
I
it
think it's
James or is it in?
I don't know. Check the routes in
Oh,
both.
there it is. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, Grimmer made that. Yeah, check that out. Yeah, I can't imagine. I always find it so funny that people don't show King's Cross because it's like one joke. It's a joke of itself.
No, it's like the other day I was thinking like since Gordon goes to King's Cross, do I have to add King's Cross to the route? No, it's like not even that. Like,
You-
Show.
do I have to add London because they go to London in one
Do I
episode?
have to recreate the entire Sodor to London line, said Hugo.
It's like I don't want to do that, you know. It's like,
That's, King's never went to London. Rescue question mark?
okay, to be fair, it's like I do have an escape from that, and it's the fact that they in the TV series at least it is the big city, For all we know, it could be a big city on Sodor. And
Wait, that would mean like, oh, the engines don't believe you're real. The kids don't believe you're real, Thomas. What do you mean? I went to the town they live at. What do you want about?
yeah, we went to Bakerstown, man. Like, come on. It's like that's a reality. I don't know what to think of. Like, I don't know.
I'm really curious how you're gonna do like oh gosh.
Don't scare them, okay?
But I'm not gonna
Whatever you're
scare
gonna
him.
do.
Like, oh gosh. I was gonna say oh gosh, like it's gonna take like 10 years. This might
Don't
actually
scare him, dude.
You're gonna scar him for life.
10 years. That's like realistic.
That just makes it worse.
That makes it worse.
I'm
He'll,
really.
you're a regular lawbreaker in this book.
I am.
That makes it
It feels. I'm gonna say this. I feel overwhelmed by the fact that we have like new trees. Like back then, even when we had SI3, like there's barely any assets to use to increase stuff. Now, like we can literally go on to make the path.
we live
Like-
in a world in which we have the SA3D Sodor boat repair building.
Or I don't
My
know, like,
favorite.
I just want to really appreciate. I just want to say I want to appreciate Hugo for making this for us. Like, holy cow, it's crazy how much we recovered ever since SFU.
Ever since the incident of 19.
Oh, it's like, listen, like, I always like to ask my viewers, like, and people, like, where were you when SA3D shut down? It's like, that was like, I don't know if I can make this joke.
I didn't have.
Nah, I probably shouldn't. Like, I want to keep my career intact. Like, no, I shouldn't. Nah. No. No.
Dude.
Wow.
The second engine had hit the tower.
Okay,
Oh,
now-
Oh my god.
you know what's word? You know what's bad? I was gonna make a similar joke, but I was like, no.
I came
No.
in here and you
Shit.
said, dude, I came into this
Holy
call and you said, please be PG, and then you guys do this. What the hell, man?
Everyone knows what happened.
9/11 for trans users. Like, jeez.
Jesus Christ.
Hugo's
I'm
be
never
like, I
joining
want to
one.
keep my career. Also, Hugo, drop it.
Dude, I'm never joining one of these things ever again.
Hugo.
Wait. Wait, Tiger the stream banned? What the fuck? What did he do?
No, I said.
Oh shit. Ah shit. Fuck.
No. We'll just cut this bit. It's like.
You can't cut this bit. It's baked in the video.
Just keep it live.
I can't wait for the eventual like.
Listen, if I get cancelled, it was nice knowing you.
Hey man, I'm not going down.
This is supposed to be a kids show, for Christ's sake.
Thomas, who's disappointed?
Literally dropped the. I like the fact that this is a kid show. I'm gonna say Christ's name. I'm a Christian, like bro. You can't. If that's the case, stop saying that. I don't care. But still, it's funny.
There's nothing good and Christian about iOS.
I mean, there's.
Like wrote in his iOS book, there's a cult there, so I don't know what to say.
Oh my god, I know what you're talking about. Are you talking about the rule number 55?
No, kill Dane or something. I thought that was a thing in.
Yeah, in the book.
Yes!
actually.
Jesus, why was that on the book?
Wait a second. Wait.
Because history is
Kids
fun.
don't want to read. I mean, I'll be honest. That's texture. I'll be honest.
It's sublime.
He was about Woodward Audrey was about to cook the craziest like death battle like scenario where Thomas had to defeat the evil cultists.
No, listen.
It was
I like to
pure
think.
fiction.
I like to think the cultists are the same ones in Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom.
Oh my.
Kalimar.
Harima!
I just want to say, I got watch Temple of Doom again. That was a good movie. It's just like, I mean, not the.
I think that movie is goofy as hell, but I like it.
Yeah. I can't wait for Hugo to play the ukulele when it. Time comes. What?
What does that mean? Grounder, explain this behavior.
No. Wait,
What is-
do you know
what
what
is-
the ukulele incident?
No.
Okay, I don't want to anyway. So
Oh,
basically-
call that bitch. Yeah. Okay, I know it. I remember.
So like you know okay so like imagine in the Thomas world, you know how like the engines get reprimanded by Sir Top and that when they've been bad, right?
Naughty.
You think that's the same for you think that's the same for Christians, but when they do something bad, Jesus appears is like, I'm very disappointed in you, said Jesus.
That's me every
You have sinned, my
You
child.
will be forgiven, my child. Jinx.
No, like remember like in the Book of Mormon, you walk away. First you blamed your brother for eating a donut. Now you left your brother. You're a dick.
Jesus just like locks you in the tunnel until you repented.
I honestly wondered if that the intention of that was supposed to make the fact that you're a bad guy, and I think that was the point.
No, that was literally the point. Like,
But the,
Audrey has stated that like the his original vision for the fan controller, or well, the fan director at the time, was to literally to make fun of like these bureaucratic people that don't want to work for themselves. That's why like Sir Topham Hatt is kind of a dick in the story. Like he makes his passengers like push the train.
my doctor told me not to push.
Yeah, my doctor's forbidden me to push. My doctor's forbidden me to pull.
But with the new context, like, was he actually being legit?
No, he's just being lazy because he's fat.
Oh.
I have to say about that is like, was Henry valid?
No.
It's like
No,
when you
I'm
think
not
when you,
I'm not giving that number. No.
when you think about Henry's life up to that point, the guy was born screwed up because like he essentially was born with all like I know it's not an excuse, but I know it's not an excuse. I know he did a bad, but like if I was on a rail and if I was working a job and I had this low medical condition that basically made every waking moment of my life essentially hell and very like tedious and like essentially if I wanted to wake up in the morning I had to do 70 different stretches.
Okay, I've
Just
heard
to,
that
like, get
before.
ready in the
What Grounder said, that like Bulgy's story is an allegory for communism. Like, where was that ever stated? Like, I've never seen like that quote like anywhere. Like, where?
That's it.
Like, when did Audrey say that?
I mean, Hour of Food made him go and take Jesus to Russia, so maybe that's why.
The only thing that correlates him to communism is that he's red, and that's it. Literally, it is not like they're still having hazardous pain, like for the ride,
The guy wants business. What is communism important to that?
I thought yeah, okay. I just say this because I wonder if since we're talking about directions of certain characters or allegories, I find it so interesting. Like, when did the fact director become the loving father in the series? Because
I think
when
I thought so too. Like that question, and it's like I stated on Twitter that it was when Thomas the Tank Engine came out, but like no, someone pointed it out that it's not even that. It's when Edward Gordon and Henry was written. It was like that story was written separately from the rest.
really,
It was like
No, I think it's when you go, that's a good engine, I'll call you fancy.
but wait, was it? The thing is, was that the same fact director that called him first?
Yes.
I think I'm
So that,
Because the first few books take place in 20s.
I find that very interesting. Now you mention it, because I thought that would make more sense of Hugo's thing, where the fact director was more, mellowed out by the time of Henry was let out.
yeah, he was definitely more like mellowed, and it's because like I feel like Audrey like changed his mind of what he wanted the character to be. Now that he was gonna like write a series of these books.
I think there's a small amount of time.
Wait, what was?
Small time between Chelsea
You know, speaking about like Henry and that, the top of my gaining more of like a moral conscience with these engines. You could possibly, like, if you wanted to make a story about it, you could possibly tie it in with the Flying Kipper incident, and maybe like after hearing about the accident and how like serious it really was, maybe that's the point where he started like locking in and thinking about the engine.
He locked in.
He
Sorry.
walked in and realized, man, these things can bleed and die. I'm protecting them.
I honestly wonder, which controller was it that brought in Diesel and sent him away and started this?
That's
So
Charles
the
Topham Hatt.
I Charles. So I find it very interesting. I'm surprised. I think Unlucky Touch 2, like I really want to see an analysis of because like his character is completely different from his first appearance to his last in the book and television series.
Oh yeah, it
Crazy.
totally.
There's like three backstories.
Yeah, I know that, but like, but there's like this through line that it passes on to them in the books. And like, I wonder how this applies to the TV series because like, how did he become so mellow? Was he always this gentle? Like in the book, he was a crap. I don't think I can like in Seth Henry, he was supposed to be a bad person because he was such a lazy guy. But in the fourth one, he's more gentle.
I think it's just a case of like, you know, Audrey just changed his mind really quickly. You know?
Stern, but he's kind of arrogant. He's stern, but
I find that hilarious considering that like his first appearance wasn't him being fair with his passages like I can't push or pull.
I can't do shit.
It's probably because of his old shape. Because he,
No,
we
no,
know
no,
he got a
it-
new
it-
We're
upgrade.
talking about the fat controller.
No, the Fat Controller actually did try to pull. If he used like more than. No, when he was using. No, if he actually. No, if he actually tried pulling like with them, he would have used more than 10% of his actual power and would have like yanked Henry into like the next century.
Oh.
That's
Hell, he could have just helped like pull and push. That way he could burn some calories.
I know people don't like All Engines Go, but if I may talk about that for a bit without getting lambasted, I think I've seen some clips of All Engines Go Fat Controller. I was kind of shocked how well they do the fatherly love and the creepy side thing. Like CGI was too creepy, but they toned it down in All Engines Go. It was wild to see. Yeah.
Nah, it's like
I just remembered.
What's up?
no. I just wanted to quickly say before
you go.
that here we don't shame anyone for liking talking trains. Basically, like if you like All Engines Go, that's fine by me. Like it should be fine by everyone. It's like I just hate the fandoms like you know, vitriolic like pettiness towards it. You know, because like the fandom has been completely insufferable ever since this fucking show aired. You know, and it hasn't recovered.
Yeah.
Like I definitely have to say that my opinions on it have evolved beyond I just don't like it to I just don't think it's a good representation of the brand.
I hate to say this, but I don't like the fact that Thomas has to go by the brand. Like, Audrey, I know I'm referring to old food codes, but like, the guy didn't think of it as a brand. It's more like it's kind of his identity kind of thing. So I kind of wonder if brand is the right term. Which it is.
It's like Bob the classic Bob the Builder and then like the CGI Builder. It just lost like it just isn't the
Its
same.
identity.
Yeah, it lost its identity. You know, like that outline that you remember. You know, that's my take on it.
I'm glad people made all that. Like the people who worked at Orange, I gotta give them a round of applause for at least giving the crap.
You know, actually, I do have to give a round of applause to the people behind the All Engines Go for not doing the Teen Titans Go. Let's just make fun of the fans and that be our entire show type.
No,
They just made it
respect it.
like they made like a decent kid show and didn't do some like meta. Oh, let's make fun of the fans who don't like us and they just got on with the job, you know.
I mean,
And I respect that. It's better than just like spending the better half of a couple years just douching on fans. Like it would have added more fuel to the fire, you know. It just wouldn't be better.
I'm excited for the future for whatever Thomas comes. Like regardless of if it's a movie or whatever. I'm still I'm looking forward. I think that should be said that like no matter how weird it is at the position is at the moment. I still hope I hope because like the fandom has been keeping it alive essentially. Especially with the lucky fandom. Unlikely
Unlikely.
I'm really worried about what would happen if it was like, if it showed the trailer of Thomas and Friends, and then all of a sudden when they go to the theater, they just think like that wasn't how I grew up to watch. Sometimes I wish it was more accurate, like in the book, but not like in All Engines Go theme.
I just kind of wish to get a Blu-ray of all the model series stuff, because like that would be great. We're still waiting for a re-release of that.
I just want the classic series on Blu-ray. Like, wouldn't that be neat? Just have the entire model series of Thomas just like available at all times. Like, wouldn't that be
Exactly.
neat?
I want my boy Henry back. Please return him.
Henry's never left us. He's always with us the whole time.
Oh, by the way,
That's why I'm like, yeah.
by the way, but I just saw this like on Twitter like the other day. But it's like apparently Mattel has retired the Fat Controller name. Like, you're never gonna see
Oh,
Um,
buzz off.
you'll never gonna see the name Fat Controller ever again in official Thomas merchandise. It's sad, to be
Yeah.
honest. I'm bummed out about that.
You know, I don't want to sound like someone who's screaming woke because that's stupid, but like, why? That's just that's like part of his identity. That's how like he was like
He was
originally
growing up to be
manufactured.
an evil guy,
No?
like the guy, well, not evil, but like a lazy bureaucrat. But now he's like the loving father that we always associate with him.
Like
So it's just
like
kinda-
like no. It's like you know how people did the bit would try to Fat Controller, but it's like the horizontally challenged controller or something like that. That bit's real now.
They just, they should just call him Sir Tom Hat like in the U.S. does.
Yeah.
Like in the U.S.
Yeah.
We called him
Like,
Sir Tom
Yeah,
Hat.
yeah.
That's
the
what I
US
always
they can
call him.
Sir Top like in the US, they can call him the Top Man because like that's his canonical name. In the UK, got Jolly Merry Old England. We're still gonna call him Fat Controller. That's what
Well, everyone knows
that's
like the
how
character as that, you know.
he built the motherfucker.
It's just, well, I think like
Yeah.
What?
it made sense in the 90s, like to when Thomas was going to the US. Like, okay, it's just it's the difference in culture shock, you know, because like in England, like it's more, you can say fat, you can call someone fat like more, you know, willingly and openly, and it's not a problem. But in America, it's
Calling him fatty.
you're going down, Tubby.
The truth that someone's fat.
It
Going
offends me.
down, fat ass.
So I do think this is really a case of political correctness, you know. It's like they don't want children to be calling each other fat, but it's, I don't know, it's weird.
I don't
It's weird.
think it's a political correctness. It's not political correctness. It's more like it's something you should not do, and I think I kind of get it. But it's not. But I understand the loss.
It's
Yeah.
like what does that even mean? Political correct.
Yeah, at this point, I don't even know. Like,
It's like
he's friendly.
is it not correct to say fat? Is that not?
I
It's
I
it's more
don't know.
Like
It's
there
like-
you go.
I do think because, okay, this is just a conspiracy of mine. I have no way to prove this, but it's like, does anyone remember this article that came out in 2015 by the New York Times? It's like where they claim that Thomas is like authoritarian nightmare or whatever the fuck.
Yes.
Oh,
I hate
Okay,
that.
the person in the New York Times that made that is on my hit list, my made-up hit list.
You should not
My
do
made
that.
up hit list.
You should probably.
Yeah, my Minecraft hit list.
Okay.
In Minecraft.
Okay, it's like,
Shocking. Like, I really hate those articles.
but it's like I have a conspiracy theory with that. Don't you feel like ever since that article came out, like Mattel has been trying to, like, you know, course correct Thomas in a way? It's like, I feel like
Yeah.
ever since that article came out, like, it's like they've been trying to, like, you know, make Thomas a bit more. I don't want to say
They're
woke
trying to
because
make
like
him
there's
too
like fuck that word.
universal. More so like too safe. Too safe.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
safer.
It's similar with like Sonic, like similar to Sonic the Hedgehog, and how like they got rid of all his swords to make him more of like a universally loved children's character. Like Thomas the Tank Engine was universally loved not just because he was like a kid's character, but also because it was good for all ages. He was practically engineered for all ages from like Robert Audrey way back when he first made the books.
I know this sounds doom and gloom, but like we shouldn't really say, oh, see, as oh, this is the end because like they're fake because like we got fans. Fans are made Project Tiger. I think we're in safe hands because like Mattel, I think Mattel kind of recognizes that like people
Yeah,
want to
they're not pulling a Nintendo.
Yeah, thank God. That's
Oh,
the
thank
last thing I
God.
want Mattel to do.
Imagine Hugo finishes his iOS and then he gets hit with a DMCA.
I'm surprised Mattel has not got the chance to make an open world like play with your train thinking. That would be so much better than using trains.
I mean,
No,
listen,
it
like
would have been so. We have that. It's called the mini tracks on bloody phones.
I think Mattel hasn't not realized like I know them they know the fandom's big because like they have seen the Unlikely Fandom movie and like they gave Cardi their full blessing, but I don't know they haven't realized yet that Thomas fans would work for free with Mattel. It feels like we're so passionate with this brand is that a lot of them will be willing to work free. You know, honestly, like
Only
The,
thing,
the,
the only
the,
thing
prob- the biggest problem I see with like Mattel and their handling of Thomas outside everything else is just the fact that like they if like it just seems like it's forgotten Thomas's like original roots, similar to like say Winnie, not exactly like Winnie the Pooh, but more so like it's just become generic kids brand to them, and it's just kind of another number.
my only thing that moves off the comic is that I don't want to go. Let's go back to basics because like I've seen with My Little Pony and Transformers, they go back and Power Rangers, they go back to basics and it's not doing well because they think, oh, we have to start what we're the most popular, and like no, don't let. You want to go back to model series, but you have to understand why the model series work because it kept moving forward. So if they want to go back to, which I highly doubt because of how expensive it was, model series and adapt more of Christopher Argent's books, they're gonna have to push more effort as to why it worked in the first place.
that
They're not
is
gonna do that.
Then,
We're never going back to model series. It's
or hell, even CGI, we can't go back to that either.
even in like in 2000s, it was really expensive.
it's expensive.
Too much money.
Where can you go? Because like, can you do 2D animation again? You can't really like.
I don't know.
That's probably like the biggest problem, like one of the biggest problems with like Thomas's kind of
Are you gonna completely reboot it, or we're just gonna have to go?
that was definitely like the biggest problem.
Just doing like something else entirely.
It was definitely the biggest problem with like Thomas's kind of de-evolution. Like besides the fact that it became far more just basic kid stuff rather than just a universally beloved product, it also just kind of like became cheaper over time to the point where the money it's making back isn't going to be able to fund much else.
Not even the toys are gonna do it.
No.
I mean,
that
if the
both
toys
sell-
suck, if the
both
toys
sales
suck,
tank.
it's like if the toy sucks, then there's nothing you can do. You know. Not even that the toy sucks. Like it's like the CGI era failed to me for lack of exposure.
Yeah, I can vouch for that as someone from the country. Like yet again, the country where it came from. The only time you could watch new episodes, 5 a.m. in the morning. That was it.
I got some up in the I'm gonna need it.
And you know what the worst part about that was? I would be waiting till like 5 in the morning just to see another episode where Thomas does stupid things 3 times. I don't even get to see my favorite character. I just see Thomas do stupid things 3 times and that's it. And probably another problem with like some of the CGI stuff, or like just general Thomas stuff after season 7. It's like how it's like how Dragon Ball became the Goku and Vegeta show, but it just became the Thomas show, the friend secondary. They didn't
Well, to be
really
fair,
exist sometimes.
he is the main character, but it's, you know, just
Yeah,
that.
yeah, he was also the main character way back when in the 80s and the 90s, but we still got to see our favorite character. We still got to see a variation of characters, and that was the important part. Like if you have like a good variation of characters, people are gonna hop back. Is this episode we might see Toby or Ettenwood or someone else do something. That'd be cool. But now it's just like I wake up at 5 in the morning to see Thomas do stupid things 3 times, and that's it.
Also, like, not to knock on the CGI era. Like, I'm not gonna be like, oh, the CGI era sucked, but like, I do think Thomas lost its identity when it went to CGI. Sadly, it's a. I feel like that's a bit of a hard, like, pill to swallow. I know, but it's kind of true, because every normie that I had a conversation about Thomas with has had the exact same thing to say, and it's that it was way better when it was filmed with models, or like with stop motion or scale models, or like whatever they use, right?
Yeah, like it's like if Postman Pat ditched the model aesthetic. It just won't work.
The problem is, like, Mattel can't, like you guys mentioned, you can't go back to model series. It's impossible.
In today's
Not
economy,
impossible. It's not like some.
Well, like,
It's not like some foreign like idea. It's just the fact that one, Mattel's definitely not going to do that. They're not going to be ours, and also the fact that it would be a bit expensive to get all that stuff together.
it's just, I mean, like, I'm just kind of bummed. I would love to see, like Project Tire Box, like, it's kind of like a miracle to get, like, that kind of scale again. But even they were
And that was indie. That was
Yeah.
indie. That was completely indie.
But like that's what I mean. Like how do these people do it? Like Tony Stark with armor and with a box stuff and a chain or something.
Red Allcroft built these with some Markland chassis in a box of scraps.
And sold their house.
no, it's like, now you go, you go. Sorry, I feel like I keep interrupting people.
I think no, it's fine. I think I can just go through it. 24 minutes. Like my only issue is like if somehow, like, some miracle, they go back to 26-minute 26 episodes, and they somehow go back to models, they're gonna. I bet you they're gonna do like, all right, we got these new episodes. We're adapting Christopher Audrey's book with some new alteration to improve it. It's like 10 episodes on 4-minute episodes.
Yeah, that's the only way you could do it, and you can only do it for 4 minutes.
And that's what that was the goal to it.
Everybody gets to go for the model. Unless you use it to the original series, but they didn't have it.
I don't really know about that, because like remember back in the 70th like they did like a bunch of documentaries of a bunch of people, and most of the time like the kids played around like 10, 12 or somewhat below. They always remember like the older characters. Like I remember the one where like the kid talked about Oliver and did like the little Oliver and Toad voice. Like he did this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It's pretty much two tournaments this. But obviously all the big ones will remember the model situation
Yeah, brain rot kids are definitely the biggest problem when it comes to it.
People like
They didn't see they weren't able to see better view for Gordon as a child, and now they're
It's to them. The orange is most to them. Is Thomas. But they're not gonna go
What's this?
It's just even like
Well, here's the thing. It's like
it's something that if you read, unless they do censor for verse one, that's like a bit of fun. It's going to have to be like one settings log into the setting for monetary targets.
The poor underpaid, like, Mattel employee being forced to read grades a fucking Oldie bottle.
What do you say, Hugo? Sorry,
nah, it's okay. I was gonna say like we have to accept that like Gen Alpha kids are different than us. Like I feel like all of us are like Gen Z. I feel or millennial Gen Z. It's like
I'm more of an old Gen Zer.
what worked with us is different to what's gonna work with them. Like sadly, because like as much as I we can rag on the Gen Alpha kids and like their brain rot, but it's like at the end of the day, like they're the new generation of babies, you know.
they're the future. We gotta help, but they're the future. We gotta help them like grow. As much as we drag on them.
Quickly, faraway quarry, shouldn't better view for Gordon now.
You know what? Honestly, you know, if there's one season that should be remastered, or be, you know, season 5. It has to be season 5 to be remastered. Cause like, remastered again.
It's really,
Yep.
really in the highest quality you can get it.
Personally, I say season 3, but that's just the one I grew up with.
Well, the reason why I say season 5 because like it has all that conspiracy that people have been memeing about, like the boulder, the ghost engine, like all that jazz.
Actually, that's okay. This might be completely off topic from like the serious Steve Thomas lore that we were talking about, but what the fuck actually is the boulder? Because let me make this clear: that boulder ran headfirst into a building and blew it up to Kingdom Come, and it was completely unfazed. What is that?
It's not just a boulder, it's a rock.
You may hate my opinion on the boulder. It's
He's a big ass rock. That's what it is.
Yeah, it just emerged from that explosion completely undamaged. Perfect Cell could hit that with a final like Kamehameha, and it'd be completely unfazed.
I have a question.
places they're gonna have explosives stored somewhere.
I'm gonna say this, like someone mentioned the delete scenes. I don't think you can easily just say, oh, let's put a delete scene and then like it'll make it better. I think, I'll be honest, most of the cuts are perfect for 4 minutes. I know, like, I don't know, there has been one delete scene that makes me want to say, oh, that has to stay in, that has to but none. I can't think of any delete scene that made me want to like say, that has to stay in, because, holy cow, yeah?
Do you guys want to see a little rude edit I made?
You don't want to see it in front of Corey. Faraway Corey.
It's not Faraway Quarry, it's rude. They'll be fine.
I want to see it. I'm very curious to see it.
I want to see it.
I have to go. I need to get back to filming. I've been feeling like cold all day.
Okay,
What
so
what is this?
this
What
is you know.
Night.
So yeah, this is an edited Crobin's Good.
I'll still be up. I'm a night owl. I'll stay up as long as I want. I mean, it's
Yeah,
already
it's got a-
it's already 8:40 here, and I'm still up.
It's got a slope section at the back, but it's got a raised section like the railway series. And it slowly goes down to and then a big
That's
edit.
my route.
Oh no, wait, I didn't even see the screen yet. Hold on.
Oh, you added the river?
It's got a bridge and a little.
Cool. I like
Yeah.
what you did there.
Yeah, so it's because I got something planned that involves boats, but I can't say anything or else the haters will sabotage me.
Hugo, take
Well,
notes,
whatever.
take notes.
Haters
Yeah, and
gonna
it's
hate.
Yeah, it
I
goes
might-
for you as well.
It's like I'm
I
gonna
like
steal
what
your
you did
idea.
with the narrow gauge bridge. I like what you did with that,
I'm gonna steal your idea, if that's okay.
but I'm not so sure about that track that you did. Go back to the
Steal
bridge
what
again.
idea?
Okay, I was just making sure. They're like that track doesn't like really fit to that other one.
Yeah, yeah, but there's no other bridge I could really use. Also, what is it? You go.
Nah, I was gonna say that. I'm gonna steal your idea of adding a river. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. I have this like set up over like both the sets of track. I had to delete one of the free sections and move it back there because it just couldn't fit properly. And to do the test, let me get my golden.
Question for y'all. What do you guys think we're gonna do for the 8th anniversary? I mean, I guess it's just secret because like it's gonna be a big day on Monday on the
I've
12th.
got okay. Let's just say. Let's just say when it comes to the anniversary, what date does the anniversary fall on?
12, I
Like
think.
what day in May?
I mean,
Okay, so I might not be able to make anything for the 12th, but I have to say, the entire season that I've got going on right now on my series is basically just a giant anniversary. Though it has some special appearances. That we
by
tug
Jack
at your
Black.
ropes No.
Hmm.
Well, he's not worth much, but he's worth something. That's all I'll say.
That's what my parents said about me when when I was born.
That's what your parents said about you when you started making the AOS.
It's not worth much, but it's something.
I just said so. I just remembered. I think I confused you with Curtis because the hybrid iOS was your iOS.
Man,
I did.
uh,
Listen, to make this clear, I used to call TARDIS Rescue TARDIS Source, so I kind of mess you guys up sometimes.
eh. Are you calling
Yeah,
me
I
Australian?
don't really have yeah, I didn't have the waterways mostly mapped out. It's supposed to connect up to here, but
Nice
Right.
streaming you,
Peace.
Hugo.
Peace.
The only place you're supposed to really see is from here all the way to here, and that's kind of it. That's all you see of the river.
Nice.
I really like what you've done with the bridge. I mean, I really wish Crovan's Gate had the ends of that bridge to the station, where it's just his shed and then through the station.
I visited in real life.
Super
Jim
Mario.
I
in-
love season 4. I love about the season 4 was because the narrow gauge engine existed.
So let me get. So Scott, yes, Scarlo's here.
Scarloey.
Duncan dear.
Listen, I will up to watch, but my internet is crapping out.
Alright,
My internet's gonna fucking pass out.
that'll be the. Alright, I guess that's it for everyone. Alright. Oh,
I'm
And
not
on
sure
that
that's
bombshell-
I'm not sure that's how the speed goes. If you just like bump it down to 40 or 35, that's basically the average of the narrow gauge speed.
well, this is Duncan. I don't think he cares what realistic speed is.
He just like Keemstar. I'm fast as fuck, boys. Too fast.
Alright, guys. And on that bombshell, it's time to end. Next time, on Top Gear, I start a charity organization. FARAWAY Park
Written.
falls down a well, and Sodo World gets lost.
And James May gives into the voices.
And I get stuck inside the company warehouse.
Tonight, I wear a hat. Richard wears a hat.
Tonight, I go to bed. Good night, everybody.
Me over here. I'm
That's a-
I'm still gonna be up.
It's like, that's a suave way to dip out.
You know, Hugo, I have a question.
Uh-huh.
since people started mentioning about the Project Tiger Moth, wouldn't you add one of those the good old days, that open yard where Toby's first appearance was in that scene? Would you like add that as on your iOS, or are you just gonna keep it as like the original TVS series?
Well, technically, I don't need to, but I do want to add it because, like, Jesus Christ, the video was so good.
Oh yeah.
I do want to add like that Y junction. That would be fun. And that hill set, the station. I think I have it mapped out. Yeah, it's like, so final answer, yes. Ho,
That's
ho.
my final answer. Now here's the one I'm wanting to ask. So since people are the actual like Thomas and fans people, so what's the difference like from Thomas and the Magic Railroad from the TVS series? I mean, they're still the same models, right?
Oh, like model wise, okay, so I believe I'm not an
Yeah.
expert on the models, but I do know the basics. So basically, they built a new brass models for Thomas and Percy, right? And I believe the rest
Yeah,
were still
because,
the plastic.
because of the cab doors.
Yeah, the cab doors, and also because like they wanted to like upgrade to gauge 3. That's why they made like those big ass Thomas and Percy pack scale models. Like that was their original purpose, and they made like a test pilot, not a test pilot, but like a test screening of like how the movie would look like. And at the end of the day, like they just like used the regular gauge 1 models, but they decided to like paint them in a different like paintwork, like the matte instead of like that glossiness paint. It's like I guess like
Right.
so it can be like not look good on film camera. Why is my bed shaking?
How much do you think the brass models weigh?
Oh, I don't know. Like that's an interesting question. Like if you hold Oliver, right? I believe Oliver was made out of brass. Like that was the first one made out of brass. That and maybe Mavis. But
Who do you think's like the heaviest one?
I would. How much would Diesel 10 weigh? That's what I want to know.
That's a really good question.
Tembló.
I guess for
Acaba de
him,
temblar.
I guess he might be, I mean, I'm kind of like my guess. My guess he's probably about like weigh like 10 or 15 pounds.
I guess so. It's like I don't think it's that heavy, but like, it would be funny if like if you lift Murdoch, it's like lifting Thor's hammer.
Even that behind the scene where they had Diesel 10 try to grab that bridge, like he just like holding on for his life. When I saw that claw, like I feel like that was much lightweight when he tried to open that claw. He probably like he opened that claw so easy, but then we try to close it, and then they use the screw as like tight as he can to like carry that one wood on the track.
Oh, like how do they film that? Like Jesus Christ. Like because these that
Jesus like has him on his like on the back of Diesel 10, like just holding on with just one of his arm.
on this shitty wood plank, like made out of what? Like plastic, like Jesus
Yeah, I
Christ,
feel
they
like
had
his pinchy
had a lot
or
of
his
balls.
claw, like I feel like that was probably plastic.
like man, like that the filming of that scene was like that whole sequence was impressive as hell, like from a model standpoint. And yeah, it's the best part of the movie, like go figure.
I really love that viaduct. So, for me, I don't know what to call that viaduct. Some people say do they call it the Thomas and the Metro Viaduct, but some of them like to call it the Big Dipper. So what name do you think is better?
I believe the Big Dipper is the canon name. I believe that's what they call it in the script. But I just call it the Viaduct, to be honest. It's the Viaduct from Thomas and the Last Crusade. I mean, what? There was a mini earthquake, like my house shaked. Like, this is no joke, like my house shaked.
Oh, I have an earthquake.
Just a small one. It's like we're not earthquake prone like over here, but it's like, I don't know, we've been having like little tiny earthquakes recently. Like really small ones. It's like, I don't want to imagine like how a destructive one feels like the ones in Mexico City. Like, man.
Well, I'm glad you're including your house too.
Well, yeah, it's like, yeah, it's not enough to like destroy the house, like, or destroy anything really, but it's still like, you know, what the fuck.
Yeah.
On my nerves. Alright, so, but we're still here. We're still alive.
Yep, still here. One Piece.
One Piece.
Sorry,
Like that,
if
and
this sounds too quiet. Usually, I like to hear a lot of people start talking, but for me, in the end, I'm just listening. You know, just take notes.
exactly. I don't know. It's like I might end the stream, soon. I'll see. I'll see.
Oh, it's
If-
up to you, man. It's your stream.
I'm the boss. I just get like a certain like ego trip. Like, yeah, it's my stream, my rules.
Yeah, just like I'm the Homelander. I can do whatever the fuck I want.
I can do whatever I want. I can kick you out if I want to. After I'm finished like updating like this whole area, I don't think Crosby needs that much of an update really.
And Crosby looks a lot better. I like what you done with like the background, not just the crane, but like the whole city on that Crosby station.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I definitely wanted to like, you know, make Crosby like a peaceful seaside town.
I wish you can like find what like at the Natford station area. I'm like really curious to know what building was that, or like something that's causing that area to lag.
I don't know, to be honest. Like, I always blame the lag on you know, there's a lot of shit going on that area, but honestly, like, I don't know if to blame it on that or to just blame it on the fact that trains is just shitty.
I mean, from my PC, I mean it's running really good, but when it's just at the Natford station, yeah. I mean, to me, like I didn't know what was causing that lag. I figured like it was probably like the render distance. Like I had to like, from my render distance, it was like up to 10,000. So then I had to bump it down to 3,000 and see if that would have done the trick. But it was still lagging.
Yeah, it's like, it depends on the computer, definitely. And also, like, I have a friend who, actually he was in the stream earlier. He has on the same route, the hybrid, my iOS, and the SA3 iOS, and just a bunch of routes, and it runs smooth as butter, you know? It doesn't lag for him. So I'm like, what computer do you have?
As in your response, like, you know, it's just my laptop. Like, what the fuck?
It's your fucking school Chromebook, like what?
Yeah.
That ain't right. So yeah, it's like, Yeah, I don't think Crosby needs an update. What other? The watermill probably needs an update. I don't like how the watermill turned out.
Show me the watermill.
Well, it's gonna.
I'm like watching your stream. It's got like a 10-second delay. I just wanted to see what how the water looks.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm heading to the watermill. It's just that it's not taking a while for the fucking thing to catch up. Where is it? Okay, it's not here.
See, that's what I want to talk to you about, that theory. Remember that theory I told you about? The wheel flat? Like, you can just rename that thing and it'll show the marks of the location. That would have made me easier and much faster to know where your location is at. Or, like,
Yeah.
what location you're looking for.
Well, I know where everything is, but because I made the route, you know. It's just that. I
For
know.
your route, yes, but like when people, like the happy customers or people that just want to see it, is like, where is it? Where's Farquhar? Where's Crosby? Where's Wellsworth?
Where am I? Where the fuck am I? Why am I at Crosby?
That is, I like the windmill. I like what you've done with the bridge.
Oh, thank you. Special thanks to Benny.
So
Yes.
does the watermill, like, wasn't there supposed to be a waterfall on the watermill? Like on the part of that bridge?
Maybe. I don't know. I don't remember. No, there's a bunch of rocks. I like in on the season 3 set at least.
Hugo, could I ask you a question?
What is your question, my good man?
So, you know Benny, right?
Yeah, he's cool.
Yeah, I asked him this question too, and I want your take on it.
Mm-hmm.
How many bends could a Bendel bob if a Bendel could bob Ben? What's your take?
Now he's asking the important questions.
Yes.
And I feel like
If you
that
wanna
matter
know
needs
Bendel's answer, I'll tell you.
to. I do think that Bendel can bendel bobs. He can bendel really well, okay? But I'm sure he can bob though. I don't think he can bunny enough. I don't think he's too Sigma for that.
Ooh. Well, Bendel himself says he could Bendel bobs and all that approximately 6.5, give or take.
Oh,
A few hundred billion.
well, I'll believe it when I see it. Samantha?
Awesome.
Alright, so... Yeah, I'm just seeing on my phone, everyone's like freaking out, like, oh, the earthquake, the earthquake!
Earthquake.
Yeah, you missed
It's
it. I
not
had...
a big earthquake. He was talking about like the small earthquakes that he had.
Oh.
Yeah, everyone's like, oh, did anyone feel it? Like, did anyone feel it? Is everyone okay? Like...
Awesome.
Oh, Hugo, here's the more important question I want to ask you about. How was your college?
It's going good. It's going good. I should be done with my semester by end of May.
What kind of degree are you looking for?
Engineer.
Oh.
Nice.
That's why I disappear for a long time, because like each 4 months like requires a lot of time and commitment, you know.
Like a cryptid when you're not, when you're in school.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, college is the most important thing.
No, the most important thing is trains routes, and so do iOSs.
Yep, that's
Let's say hypothetically you were put in a basement and with only maybe a bowl of water and just a computer to route those. How would you handle that workflow?
He's just holding him hostage until he finishes that map.
Subject Rails holding him hostage in a TSI dungeon.
He just throws him a poop bucket next to him. Here you go.
It's
Yeah.
like, it's like, hey, Sergeant Rails, I finished Wellsworth. Can I get food now? No, you, you cretin.
That's not good enough. Do it again.
Do it again.
You finish like the season 7 Wellsworth, and he says, "I wanted season 3."
But
This
you,
is not the season I want. I want season 4. God damn it.
but why do you want the season 4 one? The season 4 one sucks. He just whips me. Like, silence.
It's like that Batman meme just slaps Robin. Season 4 is the best.
It's, oh, okay,
Yeah.
man, it's okay.
What's your favorite season
Season 4,
of Loki?
awesome.
No.
Love it. Season 5 is also
Yeah.
good. I love it.
CGIs aren't that bad. I mean,
I
some
wish-
part of the
Oh, go ahead.
CGIs, like Hero of the Rails, wasn't that bad.
Yeah. Well, I think I remember watching a video. Didn't you say it was fine, Hugo? See, Hero of the Rails?
Oh, I like when it came out. I really liked it when it came out.
Yeah.
Then season 13 came out, and I was like, oh, they really retired the props, huh?
Yeah.
It's like no one asked like if I agreed with the CGI. Like they just did it. Like no one said that it was gonna happen to me. It's like I wasn't really in the fandom, you know.
Yeah.
It just happened like at some point in my childhood. The model series died, and they didn't realize.
You know what I'm more happy about? I'm really happy that I grew up watching the model series instead of watching the All Engines Go. Like
Oh,
that
yeah.
model series, that was my childhood, but that's not.
If you think about it, though, someone who grows up with All Engines Go is gonna get curious if they stick with Thomas, and then they're gonna discover the classic series, and it's gonna be a whole new world for them. You know? I think that's
Yeah,
Like-
I would
no.
rather like show the younger people, just show them the model series and the CGI series, but not All Engines Go. I know some people love the All Engines Go, but when Hugo, when you said something about the All Engines Go on your Christmas newsletter, you're like, no, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
No, it's like I want to make it specifically clear: no CGI, no all engines go. Can all engines go even work as a trains route? It's like I don't think it can.
Someone made one, but it was really poorly made. I think it was on Bro Moment Trains, that one site.
It's like
When the trailer came out.
what? It's like I don't think it. Yeah, I don't think it can. Like honestly, CGI can work. It's just that I don't want to. I don't want to add CGI. I think capping it off at season 12 is for
Yeah.
the better.
What I'm really happy about was people who built the model series from that CGI, like how like they downgrade the CGI's characters back to like the TV series, not like the original TVs, like people on the trains who built these models from the CGI to TV series.
Mm-hmm.
Like for example, Porter, he looked amazing. That from the TSI Patreon, Porter on that TVS model looked amazing.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
that's
think
really
he
good.
could've worked in as like a season 5 newbie.
He could have.
That was his first time doing that, did he? Or was there more in there?
What do you mean?
Like when they built Porter, like was this like the first time they built the CGI character to a TVS model, and like was
I
that
think
just the
it
only
was-
one, or is there more models that they're building, but we just don't know what Patreon is at?
Oh well,
Well,
we know like
Swerve.
a few sites are doing that stuff, but I don't know about
Marin.
TSI. I just know Porter exists.
Marin.
Yeah. Yeah, I have TSI Oliver and Porter. I have both of them. Plus, they're the farmer figures. That look pretty good.
Well,
Yeah,
all I gotta say is that
I like the season
Be-
2.
being a TSI member has its perks, you know.
Yeah. Except you don't use 19, so.
Nah, I do. I
Oh,
do.
wait, don't-
I film some
Oh
stuff.
yeah, I
Oh yeah,
forgot.
so do I. I have 19.
I have Trains Plus. See, I'm rich, you know.
Someone made a model series styled Ryan, Skiff, and Philip. I like
Oh,
Ryan
yeah,
and
that
Skiff.
was-
Me too.
I don't
really
like
like it.
Philip. I don't like Philip. Philip is annoying. I hate it.
Good.
I
I think he was
turned off
better
the-
handled in PPC. What were you gonna say?
I turned off the PBR settings, like the texturing, because when Philip's face, like his eyes, just like I felt like they just moved back to his face so bad, because like his eyes, like you could see that green part around his eyeballs.
Oh yeah, a few models have that problem.
But it was
I don't
just the PBR settings, so that I had to like turn the PBR setting off that way, so the tracks wouldn't have the shadow.
Yeah.
I have
You
a
know
whole
who-
collection of these CGI characters from the TV series.
Nice.
I think my favorite one so far is got to be Ryan.
Oh yeah, that one's really good.
My name is Ryan.
Oh yeah, Hugo, did you like
I'll be your
Legend of
engine
the Lost
today.
trailer? I mean, Treasure.
Oh, Last Treasure was awesome. I love it.
Yeah, me too. I think that's the one good Thomas movie that everyone agrees on.
Yeah, it's like everyone agrees that unless you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Okay, I shouldn't say that, but like,
Yeah.
We're all adults. Who gives a fuck? No, I'm just kidding.
nah. Okay, I guess I can say that because like I don't like when people say my opinions are fact and you're like, oh, you're stupid for liking this or you're stupid for liking this other thing. Like, shut the fuck up.
That's true.
Trains with faces. Like, come on.
What cruel god would give a train a face?
That parody did. Man.
My favorite line
Dude,
is
I wish
pump
there
those
was a new
pistons.
Thomas parody. What's
Pump
your
those
favorite one?
pistons. Pump those pistons, you steam powered son of a bitch.
You powered son of a bitch!
He
And
said that
how
with
did you
such
explode
emotion.
the dynamite?
Man.
And with no public transportation on Sodor left, everyone on Sodor bought off Hammer.
And here
I
we
think I
have
fucked up the
Rosie
quote.
at the end. Hoo-wee-hoo.
Toot toot!
I think personally for me though, my favorite CGI special is Blue Mountain Mystery. Luke is a really good character, I think.
Oh, that was one of the good ones, yeah. I saw it like
Especially
when it
for
came out,
Anakin.
and I didn't have much faith
People
because
thought
like
he murdered that train off the sea.
Yeah.
I didn't have like much faith in it because like you know, I saw Day of the Diesels when it came out like, and I didn't like it. I feel like that was the movie that really soured me with like these movies, you know. Because
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, nah, this ain't it, Chief. I feel like I was starting to finally realize that, like, you know, CGI Thomas sucks. Well, not that it sucks, but, you know, I was buying Thomas movies reluctantly. I was, like, trying to, like them. But then, Merry Winter Wish came out, and then Day of the Diesels came out, and I was like, no. I think it's okay for me to
Harry
not like
Winter
this.
Wish?
Yeah, it's a
Oh, the
DVD with
DVD.
episodes, and I fucking
Yeah,
hated that
I
one.
remember that. I had that one. Dude, I got a Thomas DVD when I was little, and the first episode on it was Steamy Stafford. Dude, it was so boring. Man.
They're
I think
boring.
The only DVD I had from Thomas and Friends, I'm not sure what it was called, but I had one where it had it showed a picture of Thomas and all those balloons behind him, and then
Oh, yeah.
like a souvenir was like a golden wooden Thomas.
Oh,
That's
it's
sick.
Solar Celebration. Wanna know what's funny? That was the
Didn't
very
it
first
have the
DVD that
little
I.
video game?
That was my
The video
introduction to
game on the
Thomas.
DVD
Period.
menu, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah. I had like an. That was sick. Like that was my introduction
Yeah.
to like Thomas at the time. That was the very first DVD
Yeah, I
that I
had
got.
that one. I didn't get the version with the wood one.
I did, but
'Cause
then
I
I
was too late
lost
to
it,
it.
so fucking hell. So I lost
No.
it.
No.
My life was over, man. It was like
Oh,
my
well.
golden treasure.
Brio Thomas is better. I can't lie. Maybe I'm biased, but I love better.
Me when I lie.
I had all of my Thomas. I had all my Thomas toys like stored in like a plastic box. Like I was like 12 when I had all these collections. Until my mom decided to give it away to some other kids. Like you never like told me to do it. Like I never gave you approval to give them all away. So like oh my god. Like so then I was like, and then when I became 15 years old, I had a Tommy James. It had like a CGI face. And then I had a box that has the Tomy tracks that glows in the dark, and that one was like the best one I ever had. And then what did my mom do? She gave it away again. Good grades, you know, in order for me to graduate and go to college and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And you started to relapse into Thomas, your Thomas addiction.
Yeah, exactly. I had to relapse it because I feel like I had like friends who are not like who don't know what Thomas and Friends is. I didn't want to bring that up because people would probably like laugh at me because like you know like you're still into those kid stuff, like you're a grown ass man, grow up. I'll tell you one thing, I may be a grown ass man, but I'll never forget my childhood. I'll tell you that.
Nah, me neither. It's like yeah, I used to be
Valid.
super shameful of that too. It's because like, especially like with like my family. Well, not my parents, but like my grandma and my uncles and stuff like that. Like my best friends never knew that I like Thomas. It's something that I kept to myself, to be honest. It's like I remember like my uncle had this conversation with me how it's not normal to like a children's show. And he was wearing a fucking Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle shirt. Like, are you fucking kidding me?
That's awesome.
The
I mean,
hypocrisy.
not that, you know.
The hypocrisy of this man.
But then last year, I told my mom that I was starting to build maps and some models. Like I did bike models on the trains. She said it was pretty good. I built my first model actually. My first model was Timothy the Ghost Engine. This was like my first time doing it. I like did it all by myself, but I had like a few people. I had two people that helped me like how to like do all this stuff, and you know it was really amazing. Like they were spectacular. I thank them a lot for helping me reach to my goals.
Nice.
So
I've always wanted to model, but don't have the time.
I do, but you know, I get so sidetracked of like, you know, everything that I'm doing. Like the ADDs just like kick it in. Like I'm just like focused on your main objective. Like I'm just so distracted all these sidetracks.
Yeah.
So like
Timothy's a good character.
I know. So this was like my first model that I built. So I did really good though, but the problem was it was his face and his cab. I like from this cab windows I see like there's like a circle shadow that is just showing on there, and then his face, like it's not like too much detail. Like some people like did like the dirt face on it, but mine was just like too clean because I mean I was still learning. Like I said, this was like my first time doing it, and I'm like still learning.
Nice.
That's nice. Modeling is great. I never got into like modeling. Like I have like
Didn't
the
you
fullest.
used to build a model before Hugo?
Um, Not really. Okay, I tried a lot of things. I tried making Tomy videos, and you'll never see them because they fucking sucked. I think they're long gone, but it's like I tried making music, that also sucked. I have modeled before. It's just that I don't think I'm cut for it.
Yeah.
But I tried route building, and I was like, oh, this is nice. I want to make more of that. Really, Thomas? That's nice.
So, if you're doing the Vickerstown, I think you said. If you're doing that, are you doing like the border, like the little border bridge where Stepney and Rusty are on? Are you doing that before the Vickerstown?
Probably. It's like I'm still yet to figure out that area. We're still trying to like map out.
Sorry, you go ahead. Sorry.
No. That's fine. Don't worry.
Douglas did mention the other railway, so like that's got to be somewhere on the mainland.
Yeah.
Okay, I have a theory.
I mean,
I don't want to say it because like people are gonna be like, no, Hugo, that's dumb and stupid. But it's not final yet. But
is it the Marin one you talking about?
no, it's more a theory about the Rusty to the Rescue episode.
Oh, okay.
Basically, I already heard it. Grounder's fucking hater. I already heard it, and that theory sucks. Fuck you, Grounder. It's my route. I'm gonna do whatever I want.
Yeah, screw you, Grounder. I'm sorry.
Basically, the Rusty to the Rescue area, it's not the same place as where Douglas found Oliver.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
sounds interesting.
So, Douglas found Oliver at Bakerstown. And yeah, that is final. Like, I do agree. That is what happened. Stepney was found at the ironworks at Pilgodred.
Ooh, interesting.
Because
Why do you think that?
a lot of reasons. One, because like I like the idea of having the narrow gauge railway go all the way up to Pilgodred. I think that's a fun idea. And also because I guess I want Kirk Mackin to be like the transfer yards. It sounds weird, but like I think I can make it work. And because I do think like this has like some precedence behind it.
Right.
Because like weren't Peter, Sam, and Sir Handel like before they joined the Skarloey, they were loaned to the aluminium works? It's part of the lore, right?
Yeah, you're right.
So I like to think that yeah, there's tracks going all the way up to Pilgodred. So when Douglas says, "You mean at the other railway?" Rusty is thinking, it's like, what's the farthest place I can go? Oh, well, the aluminium works where all the diesels go, right? That's the farthest place, like, from the narrow gauge, and just point.
I forgot all about that line.
Yeah, from the narrow gauge perspective. That's like, you know, like the farthest can go. So he goes there, and he finds Stepney there. And then they somehow both together. How did Rusty know Oliver? He doesn't. Well, it's like he would know about Oliver. Like I would imagine in the canon of Thomas and Friends, like the story of Oliver, like Oliver's escape went viral on Sodor. Like everyone knows about Oliver's escape.
keeping Sir Topham Hat or the Fat Controller?
He found out. Well, here
What
he
name
is.
Do you prefer for what name would you prefer? Would you rather just call him Sir Topham Hat or the Fat Controller? For me, I always call him Sir Topham Hat.
Me too. I grew up with the American DVDs.
So,
Me too, but it switches for me.
Guys, are you guys okay? Chat. Are you guys Fat Controller fans or Sir Topham Hat fans? There's only one correct answer, and it's okay. No. The Fat Controller. Can't he do it, Fat Controller? No, he can't. Thomas, Percy, Gordon, Diesel 2, Duck, James, Toby, Edward 2, Fat of the gang. Thanks, oh, like, ha 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 ha. Okay, I'm gonna put this tree a little farther. If you sleep better knowing that the model and CGI series are separate worlds, how come you don't have reoccurring nightmares as Scarloy and Rheneas age backwards? Well, here's the thing. I don't know how to explain that, actually. They just do, okay? Like, it's like, blame the writers, like, they wrote the shit, you know? As far as I know, it's their fault. I tried to put some figures into Gordon, but stayed in the same place. Is that something I'm doing wrong? I would suggest you speak to Southern Rails, because like, he's the one who knows about the models. I'm just the gardener. I mean, yeah. Oh, like scenery assets? Like,
Scenery doesn't move.
oh,
Yeah,
is that what it means?
I think maybe he's talking about the sub mesh of like keeping those figures onto Gordon's cab.
Yeah, if you're trying to like put the figures like it's like, yeah, it's like you need to go to the submeshes and like add the drivers there. Like, do not add them as assets. I'm just your gardener. Want to hear a hot take? Oh, guys, get ready for a hot take.
I'm ready.
I don't care that you broke your elbow.
I'm about to say it.
How dare you?
I don't care that you broke your elbow.
Duck, James, Toby, Edward 2. Right, I need to put the right signal.
Put jelly on a Pop-Tart?
It was so freaking good.
Wait, say that again.
Like, oh my god.
What about
You
peanut
have-
butter and jelly on a Pop-Tart?
But it already has jelly. If you think about it.
Without any more. True.
As a pragmatic guy who's more into the real Titanic, I could care less about Rose and Jack. I think she and Cal should have lived happily ever after. Okay, I understand where you're coming from, but it's like, that's kind of out of the blue. I was not expecting that.
Real event. I mean the movie, not the real event. That was tragic.
I mean, yeah, boys, what are we thinking? Should have Rose stayed with Cal? Is that his name? I just called him Evil Guy.
Ow, yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I liked Leonardo DiCaprio in the movie. I think he was good in this movie. Um, Cal was a monster, and there was a little scene of him killing Fabrizio. Who the fuck is Fabrizio? I don't remember.
He was the French guy, I think, with the.
Oh, he was with Jack, right? He was like they
Yeah.
arrived. Oh, okay.
Yeah, the one
That-
that was with him at the poker table when Jack was first introduced. I think he was French. I don't know.
I don't know. I always thought him was more Italian, maybe, or maybe it's because it's the fucking Latin dub.
Right.
Like, maybe like changed his accent a bit, but I don't know.
Yeah, there is an Italian one, but he was on the ship. He didn't meet him until he was on the ship.
Bring up the topic of TOH and Amphibia from 3-4 streams ago. I think you should give these two shows a chance. TOH. Oh, the Owl House. Since the latter show's creators worked for Gravity Falls. Yeah, I heard a lot of good things about that show. That's like good and shit. Yeah, I think I should give it a chance someday if I have the time to watch it. Like, I saw Smiling Friends, and I found it hilarious. Does that count? Does that mean anything? Is there a video that could show me Hugo? I don't know actually. I don't know. I really don't know.
Well, this has been fun, but I gotta go feed my dogs. So, see you guys.
So yeah,
Later.
actually, I think I'm gonna cap off the stream because I need to do stuff. But it was fun.
Sure, no
It was
problem,
fun.
man.
I can
Me too.
when-
I'm really glad this is my first time joining your call. I'm really glad to watch your stream, man. I really enjoy your map too. The west side is amazing, especially Net for Harbor. Now, here one more thing before you leave. Since if you're gonna move Cranky at Brendam Docks in the future, maybe you should try to replace both of those Crankies from like that season 5 areas. Like just replace those to Big Mickey, like not the season 5, but like the season 3 version of the Big Mickey, and just put them there.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I could do that, or I can have like 3 Crankies.
Or maybe I forgot what crane that was. It was like it was a thin one. This was like from season 1. I'm not sure if this was on the background. You could just use that one and just put it on. I'll probably send you the assets. Maybe by the time I find it, I'll probably send it to you and know what crane I'm talking about.
The one from Flying Kipper, is it that one? The one that has like
I'll
that.
I'll send you the picture. I'll show you what I'm talking about.
All right.
All right. I'm really glad I enjoyed your stream, Hugo. Really hope you're having a good day.
You too, man. You too. I'm glad you joined. And thanks everyone for joining. It was fun. We can try this again tomorrow. Cause I'm really in a route building spirit.
So don't we all?
Don't we all? Yeah. All right. See you guys. See.